broken glass. You really counted on this stone, as if this all had worked before, as if the gods we overthrown were telling me from within my soul. I couldn't care what power it brings when I see red. There's no such thing as a living. I won't break to crush your skull at my feet. And you didn't think I was able to see the stone held in your hand. Your brother's blood cries from the sand. And you didn't think your cane would be broken upside your head. Now they are cause just broken glass. And you didn't think I was able to see the stone held in your hand. Your brother's blood cries from the sand. And you didn't think your cane would be broken upside your head. Now they are cause just broken glass. And you didn't think I was able to see the stone held in your hand. Your brother's blood cries from the
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. You know, I don't really like cheaters. I don't really like to encourage that behavior either. But tonight we're gonna laugh at a bunch of women that tried to cancel a cheater. Well, actually, we're really just gonna laugh at the Frenchman more than we're gonna laugh at the cheater himself. Just because the cheater himself is less of a scumbag than some of these women are. Although I guess that depends on your personal thoughts and opinions. Cold start, it is. How's everyone on this beautiful? That's right, it is Findom Friday. Oh goodness. The Saikuno situation? Yeah. We're gonna be talking a little bit about that. Because a guy with his own crazy drama that we covered a while ago finally made a video on it. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna watch this video because it's amazing today. Well, we're gonna watch it eventually. I'm gonna turn that down. It's a morally gray area. I would say that if you're more religious, you'll hate cheaters, definitely. But I don't think a lot of people care that much these days. These days, I don't think people care that much. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I know it's kind of quite the crazy start for a stream, for sure. Out of context, Deltarune, for those who don't know, I have not played Deltarune ever since Chapter 2. I've been told that Chapter 5 is out now, and the only thing I've seen is just like different art of nun outfits. I almost said nunnery, but I don't think nunnery is the right word. You know? But, yeah, that's all I know about it. Thank you.
No Findom PLS. If you say mean things to me, I'll ugly cry.
Wow. Well, I won't be mean to you. But if people specifically ask me to be mean to them, I guess I can. Listen, I call it Findom Fridays as a kind of like a joke. But I also will legitimately just like, you know, if people are specific, I guess, you know, within the realms of YouTube's TOS. Frenchie couldn't handle the oh my god. You're right. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder for when I was required. Well, not required. I signed up for it. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the reminder that I did read the Turkey Tom DMs in almost its entirety. And every single time that Turkey Tom spoke about his dick, I was like, I guess I will. I guess I'm kind of forced to. It was kind of funny. I think a lot of people got a lot of mirth out of that, you know. You know. Thank you.
C_V_Catullus 16
Holy cow, thank you.
$25. Thank you. Hey Occo, can you recommend any good harem anime? Don't read too much into the question. I'm actually serious.
Good harem anime. I'll have to get back to you on that because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of, like, my free time to watch TV shows is Monday and Tuesday when I watch stuff with Mizu and then with Ava on Tuesday. So I'll have to get back with you. Because I don't really, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch a whole lot of harem anime. Maybe, yeah, everybody says that I'm way more innocent than others. I know that that's like mostly true, but I unfortunately don't have any harem anime that I could recommend you at the moment. Since you did ask me, and since you threw $25, which thank you, by the way, I deeply appreciate that. I will ask for you, and then you are more than welcome to ask me for free until I'm able to answer that question for you. I'm sorry I can't answer it tonight, but you know, Mormon hasn't seen harem anime. I know, right? It's kind of crazy. I come from the harem religion, and I haven't seen any harem anime. It's kind of just a little bit insane. We all goon down here. This is true. We all goon down here. The vanilla thriller. Oh my gosh. I don't know what you're saying right now. I feel a little uncomfortable by saying all of that right there, so I'm probably just gonna stop right there. How's everybody's Friday going just overall? By the way, I didn't bring up anything for this. I have some random stuff that I'm gonna bring up tonight. Then we've got Turkey Tom's video I'd like to bring up tonight as well. And then I got a bunch of other random stuff. But did you know that it is Cinder's 4th anniversary, chat? So Cinder is now 4 years into streaming. I believe it's like 4 years at this point. And so she's celebrating today. So yay, congratulations for Cinder. I know that like last year, I know that like last year was a little bit different, but this year she's going all out and celebrating. I've seen a lot of people happy and all that kind of stuff, and I'm happy. I'm happy for her. You know, I do have to say I'm very happy to see that things have chilled out, at least for her. I would say for all of the other people, the crazy stalker children VTubers that that tried to destroy her life. You know what's funny is like we are in an age right now where people are just like trying to cancel and it's just failing absolutely spectacularly. You know, we had Cinder. We have obviously the Saikuno situation as well. And it's just kind of crazy to see how, it's kind of crazy to just see how people are trying in a very difficult manner to cancel other individuals and push them down. And it's not working anymore, you know, it just doesn't work anymore. Now, obviously, if there is reasons to do so, oh, hold on.
Hey Occo, my wife just entered preterm labor. My daughter is coming 8 weeks early.
Oh.
Thank you for helping me stay up as we try to slow things down.
Well, I know that preemies can be a little rough. I know some people that have had some here. I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. So I pray that your preemie is able to come out and that she is able to grow up in a very big and healthy manner. Last I checked, 8 weeks isn't like super duper rough. Like, obviously, the longer a child goes without getting to full term, they can have issues. But I'm praying for you that 2 months is that 2 months, you know, that she'll be able to move on and do good. I remember I had a family member. Like I said, I know a family member that that had a preemie. And that child like was on her dad's like whole arm. She was so tiny, you know. She was so tiny. I even remember, like, I even remember hearing that the family member, because the family member, they were Mormon themselves, and she had already had like a child or two, and she told me that after the fact, it was really obviously after the epidural because she got an epidural, but like after that, she was like relieved and kind of surprised because the baby just came out like that, you know? But my prayer for you is that you don't need to have the baby in horribly intensive care for a long time. They're probably going to watch it closely because it is like 2 months early. But like outside of that, my prayers are that you don't have to worry too much about that, you know? So my good luck goes out to you, you know? I hope that you enjoy her. You know, I pray that you enjoy her. Yeah. Yep. I pray that you enjoy her. And I'm glad that I'm able to bring you a bit of relief. It is always kind of funny when people tell me, not funny as in like oh, I think that you're weird or anything, but like I just think it's funny because it's just like I never thought that like I would be somebody that people would unironically come in and say, hey, I listen to you, you're cool, you do a lot for me, and it's just like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. I don't take that lightly. I deeply appreciate that. But good on you, my man. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But going back to what I was talking about, we are in an age where people that like, I mean, obviously there are people that aren't perfect, and I'm not going to say that Cinder was perfect by any stretch of the imagination. She even says so, and we talk about that in the videos I've made. But like, I'm happy that we're in a spot where people can like recognize BS for BS, if that makes sense, and be able to clap back against it. Now, obviously, you're going to have people that will just go whichever way the wind blows, or just follow what their Oshi or what the VTuber above them says. But in general, I think more and more people are recognizing where the wind is blowing and how the standard for shit. And I'm kind of happy about that, you know? I was exactly on time, except my mother was in labor for 16 hours and they had to, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes you get born big. I had another family member that was born big. He had a big head. And he took a little while, if I remember correctly. I don't remember how it was for me. I don't remember. I was the first one, so I was probably, you know, you've got the idea of being the first child, but then again, you are the first child. So I think that the experience is memorable because it's the first time, and that's about it. Oh, goodness, I don't know. Nothing like working a shift alone on Friday as a cook in a bar. Well, I pray that you get lots of tips. My prayers is that you get hundreds of dollars in tips working on a Friday night in a bar. All right. I pray that you inspire all of the people to give you all of the tips. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm still working hard. My job... oh, I forgot to tell people. I have a special thing. I'll tell you about it hopefully on Tuesday. I have to go to... so I got a job offer for a new job. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. But I obviously, you know, there's a lot of like job stuff that you have to get done in order to like start most jobs. I mean, like some jobs are like relatively easy for you to, you know, just get going, get started, all that kind of stuff. The job that I'm going for requires a lot of pre-hiring stuff to get done. I have to go on Tuesday to do some pre-hiring stuff, and then they'll get back to me. But basically, it's a contingent job offer based on if my background check comes back and they don't hate me, which should honestly, I'm expecting nothing because, you know, I've never like been arrested. I've never had any issues in my lifetime. I'm a pretty boring person. My driving record is clean, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm expecting that not to be a big issue. Hopefully it pays better or works better with your streaming. We'll see. We'll see. I will say this. I think it's an earlier shift or an earlier start shift than a lot of other jobs. So I will definitely have my evenings way more often than I have my mornings. Good luck. I appreciate that. There is a chance that hump day could be altered a little bit just to accommodate for it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. No matter what, live streaming will always be something that I try and prioritize happening because I enjoy doing it. I wouldn't stream if I didn't enjoy doing it. But I always try and like find a job that works for me and then also allows me to work for streaming. You know, no one could hate me. That's false. That's false. Cinder will be at AX. Hey, that's great. That is absolutely amazing. Orca will be mad. Who cares if listen. I have evolved to the point, and you know what? I want to bring up something. We forgot to bring this up on Under the Tea. I'm gonna be bringing it up tonight. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Mute that. Just so that I don't play it. I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't really care. You know, if there is outward drama that happens from some of these characters, obviously we're gonna laugh at them. Obviously we're gonna point and laugh and say they're funny. But I've gotten to the point, excuse me, where I think that like I'm not really that interested in paying attention to them that much now. They're just not like, they're just not that interesting. It is really funny, you know, bringing up the girlies just kind of tangentially. Because I was told by my Tectone correspondent, I might have mentioned this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. But my Tectone correspondent has told me that basically the girlies hate him now. And, while I am somebody that laughs at at people I dislike fighting with each other, I have to wonder if it's because, you know, he finally saw the light. Apparently Powder has shown him how wrong they are. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, please.
Very much appreciated. Avenged for the 5 gifted memberships. If you got one, make sure you say thank you.
Go watch your fucking Israeli
Is the button gonna work
show.
now? Let's see. It is gonna work now. Perfect. Yay. Who are the girlies? It is mainly Bao the Whale and Shy Lily, and then also I believe Silverveil counts in there as well. Then you've got a bunch of other smaller characters that kind of fit in there, like Numi. But it's essentially just like the people that are around the top, that circle the top of VTubing. And it's those two specifically. Thank you for the 2 jewels. So Yuzu does, I would imagine maybe Yuzu does fit in, but it's just like whenever I think of the girlies, the top, I really only just think about the top 3 or 4 people that were like, kind of just, they're just in that group, if you know what I mean. You know. The fuck is that headline of a story right there? Chat, I got a TMZ story for you guys tonight. Listen, let's get started here. I will bring up this one clip. Apparently Bao the Whale is, now I've been told that these girls shit talk each other in a fun way. The clip I have for you, I guess I'll let you decide. I guess we'll let you decide if you think it's shit talking or whatever. I feel like if it's shit talking, these people are stupid because they're basically revealing just how much of a degenerates some of them are with each other, which I don't really care that much if you're a degenerate. I mean, like I would be quite the hypocrite if I were to like get all hot and bothered by that. But like I feel like Bao is just another level that just kind of just like, what the fuck? Bao's a nymphomaniac? Yes, I would agree with that. You know, we'll go through that clip first since I'm on that topic and I don't want to just jump off of it really quickly. But before I do that, chat, I've gotta shill myself. Or we're gonna shill myself right now, chat. We're gonna shill. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. We're gonna shill because you know, I'm a dirty, filthy whore that wants your money. All right. Well, excuse me. I'm not a dirty, filthy whore. I am. I'm trying to. Let's see. Let me look at my Findom notes here. Since it is. Listen, I only will do this on Fridays. On other days, I'll obviously call myself a dirty, filthy, filthy whore. But checks notes. I am a god. All right. I am a goddess, and I deserve the money. All right. So give me the money because I deserve it. Give me the money. You know you want to. You know that I deserve all of the monies in my purse, even though I don't have a purse. I have a Ridge wallet. I've had a Ridge wallet for like the past 5 to 7 years. Thank you for the 6 jewels. I appreciate it. But yes, give me the money and I will use it. I will use it way better than you do. Let's hit the goal. Exactly. Only where I'm wearing the color. Yes. Anyway. With that in mind, chat, I have a new sponsorship. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. This is really cool. Chat, starting as of like, well, technically it's a little old, but like as of like, thank you for the 10 jewels. As of like yesterday, I now have a sponsorship with Drink Gamer Girl. Drink Gamer Girl is like it's basically like all of the other energy powder drink companies. However, the people that they work with, they basically give you a flavor as like an opening here. They looked at me. They're like, I know you're a little cringe, but we can justify working with you. You know, we don't feel any issue. Sponsoring with you, so that's totally fine. We're okay with that. Do my best Pokimane impression. Oh gosh, you talking about the one where she's saying that you're don't be a broke bitch and just buy the cookies? I can try that. One minor error on the picture. Where's the shot collar? Maybe it's hidden under the pants. You have no idea because it's on the leg. Don't forget that. They know. Yes, chat. They should know that. I'm pretty sure. But yes, I do have a sponsorship with them. It's absolutely cool. Now, these are the products right now. I'm kind of covering my favorite one here, but we'll get to it eventually. All right, I have an energy powder. And by the way, chat, one of the reasons why I went with the company is because unlike other big people, they don't put dyes in their stuff. Thank you. Appreciate that.
A lost cause.
Look at this guy. Gets his own flavor and some pay pigs and lets it go to his head.
Exactly. Listen, only tonight. Only tonight will I act like it, I guess. Will I get another mouse pad design? Oh, I still have that on with sorry, let me turn down the music just a little bit. I still have Uwu Market, so if you want to buy from Uwu Market, you're more than welcome to buy from them as well. I still have the design from that. It was a cool design, by the way. I still need to buy that. But no, these people specialize in energy powders and soaps and blankets. I guess the blanket one was a little bit random, but you know what? I don't care. I think it's really cool that that you can buy a MommaOcco throw blanket that you can use to cover yourself. I'm gonna need to buy my own. No dyes. This pleases RFK. Yes, chat. These are dye-free powders here. So yes, this is something that you can now buy. You can get yourself guava berry, and whenever I think guava berry, I just think back to that scene from iCarly, where Spencer is like, I found this fruit. It's called a guava.
Yeah, that's a big bitch.
Here, thank you.
That's a big dude.
Occo's model is going on a fun internet safari. Also, the oil baron is cackling like a madman at the idea of Occo's model, Art, getting a shock collar feature.
That would be, I could ask Ari to include that in the future. Here's the problem. I can't put it on the neck because I'm pretty sure YouTube would get upset at that, or Twitch would get mad at that. And if I put it on the leg, you would only ever see it if I zoom out. So maybe we can do it on the arm. I have no idea. I don't know. I'd have to ask my manager what he thinks about that. I already have listen. Yeah, we already have the rework of the model almost done. Ari said that the model redo, where he's basically redrawing the model to be better. He told me it will be done next month, and then I have a new person that will do the rigging for it. And the person who's doing the rigging, I'm very excited for. I'm not going to mention them just yet, but I'm really excited for who's doing the rigging. They're giving me a good deal on it, and I'm very excited for that. I'm very, very excited for that. And then the cool thing is once we're done with that, we can get whatever outfits we want. I'm so excited for that. Like, I've already got some ideas for new outfits in the future. Oh, and by the way, chat, I think that for the birthday celebration, I'll add a new outfit as like an idea. Zoom out a bit more and give chat legs. Well, technically my legs are covered. I did this not to really placate anybody else, but because I liked legs in the go-go boots there. Look at that. These are really nice, I like me some boots. All right, they're very nice. I was inspired. Is it Kevin? No, listen. I've got simps, but I'm not asking my simps to pay me $2,000 for that. That's insane. That would be insane. Maybe one day. Although apparently Kevin is doing the rigging for Kirsch, which is kind of funny, which is really funny in my personal opinion. But no, not Kevin. It's somebody else who is really good themselves, and I'm really excited to work with them. And what's funny is I met them because I had covered other people that they had done work for before, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if they release a bright blue colored drink powder. They probably do, just not through me. Just not through me, chat. Here, can I, we'll go through energy powders here. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people... I don't feel comfortable scrolling through some of these, I'm going to be honest with you. YouTube might not be happy with me. They've released a lot of powders by a lot, and what they really do is they release a flavor, and then they basically ask a VTuber what flavor do you want to put your design on, and then bam, there you go. Now, basically what that means is I could get multiple flavors, and some other VTubers might have multiple flavors as well. But you're basically buying the design of the tub with that powder, basically. But yeah, I'll let you know when I have a blue one. By the way, if you do purchase this and use my code Octopus Inc., you get a discount on your purchase, and obviously a little bit of that comes to me as well. Now, the other thing, besides just the powder here, which again is dye-free, you can buy samples, and the sample pack is free. You just have to pay for shipping. I believe it's like $10, $15 for shipping to get the sample pack. So, and I don't get anything out of that. Neither does the owner. It's literally just you pay for shipping, and then bam, you get this for free. And so that's pretty cool if you just wanted to sample this. I believe it also comes with random other stuff as well. Yeah, as it says here, it comes with a random energy flavor. It comes with 2 random energy flavors here, and then it comes with some random hydration flavors. And it's my understanding that when I get more flavors, then they'll add them on there. That's pretty, which I think is pretty cool. You know, pretty cool, pretty neat, pretty decent. And again, I already mentioned the throw blanket. Thank you. Over here, chat. Very much appreciated.
The fact Kevin is doing the rigging for Kirsch is going to trigger all of the right people.
I agree.
Cha-Cha picked a great artist to help the Foxu out.
I agree.
Also, happy birthday to Cha-Cha.
I think that Kevin doing it is amazing because it means that you're going to have to make sure that Kirsch doesn't accidentally activate some sort of lewd toggle. Because you know that Kevin accidentally, well, not accidentally, Kevin puts lewd toggles on all of his stuff or most of his stuff. I don't know. Kirsch is getting 2D. Yes, Kirsch is getting a 2D model. Finally, Kirsch is getting a live 2D model, which is great. You know, congratulations to her. Anyway, just to finish this off here, the last product I wanted to show you guys that I think is, in my personal opinion, the best product of all. For all of you men out there, because I know that despite who I am, I know that a lot of men still watch this channel. A lot of men enjoy this. Although if you're a woman, I imagine that sandalwood is a smell that women can enjoy as well. But I have soap. I have soap for all of the dirty yippies out there that need to get clean. I asked Ari. By the way, Ari is the artist for both of these. Ari did both of these art pieces here. Very great, very fun and exciting, and I really appreciate that he did this here. But you can finally get yourself clean. Congratulations. I know all of you definitely need some soap here, just so that you can get as nice and clean as this yippie right here. Look at how happy she is. She's very excited and thrilled to be here, and it's in a rich sandalwood smell. I can smell like Occo. Yes, you can. I don't necessarily use just sandalwood as a flavor as a scent, but I am planning to buy it just because it sounds because it smells good. I feel called out. Well, maybe you need to feel called out. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so there you go. As by the way, as you can see here, you do get a discount. There is a summer sale right now, chat. So you do get a discount if you buy more, basically. So, you know, if you buy 2 to 3 more, you get a 15%, 4 to 5 is 17, and 6 plus is 18%, which is actually pretty good, you know? Pretty good. And unlike some companies like Coffee Brand Coffee, it's not drop shipped, as far as I know. If it is, you know, who cares? But unlike Coffee Brand Coffee, this is done by people that actually kind of give a shit, you know? And I think this is pretty neat. The yippies use it as a flavor. This is true. I don't think people forget that yippies do eat soap because soap, it looks like a candy bar, you know? The yippies, they find it interesting. They find it delicious, don't you know? So yes. By the way, this has been one long ad. I do apologize about that. But there you go. There you go. Shop Drink Gamer Girl. Buy yourself some powder and tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you think of it. Look at your VTuber, now back to me, now back at your VTuber, now back to me. Sadly, she isn't me, but if she stopped using an awful girly product, she could smell like me. She could smell like she's me. Exactly. The Yippee will shave the bar for flavor on our ice cream. Oh no. Insert Old Spice. I've used Old Spice like once, and I never quite like. I never quite found it interesting. Like, I just never been particularly interested in the scent for Old Spice. Like, I thought it was all right, but I'm just like, Now, maybe I'm a bit of a prude, you know? Definitely, probably a prude, you know? But, I just don't really like Old Spice that much. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird. I'm definitely weird, chat. Cause I need to use the restroom. We're 42 minutes into the stream here, and I really got to use the restroom. So I'm gonna take a short idle break here, chat. I will be back in 2 minutes here, just long enough for me to use the restroom. When I get back, we're going to watch this Numi clip where Numi talks about the self-sabotaging nature of Bao the Whale. And so, again, we're going to have to figure out if this is just playful banter between two women that want to, like, fake beef. But, I don't know. I just want to go through it. I just want to see what you guys think about all that kind of stuff. Pure and innocent Christian. Oh, dude. If those are the words you're putting on me, I guess I'm not trying hard enough with my shtick. Findom Fridays will continue here in a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, chat. Don't go anywhere. In fact, while I'm gone here, can I entertain you guys? I'll entertain you guys with a good song here. Ooh, you know what? We'll do this song. All right, I'll be right back.
Someone call the ambulance. Chaser, where the fuck is that fucking faggot? Oh wait, Nick Ricada, are you gonna get me out of state for being a sick revenge porn Ricada and a tax evader? Nick, why don't you donate a couple $100? You're probably getting sick paper. You're getting sticked with grapes. I'm just getting sticked with papers. Damn, look at the state. I'm a fucking bitter hater. Lawsuits going on in 2 states, and all they ever say is worse rapists. Fucking Blaze, they really don't like us. Nick, how about you learn how to form a case? They're not just throwing punches, these niggas be throwing diapers, and I can't afford to fight this since they brought forward my case. Nick, I don't like that tweet you made. I don't like your evil face. Fuck your legal face. Time to fornicate. Start cross-breeding your wife with the guy that's no more than 4'8". Yeah, they said I'm 5'1". Now after I caught that plane, they said I got that brain damage. I'm probably insane. I pulled my panties aside, squat on this bowling plane. Bitch asked me where the bathroom is. A game. This whole fucking thing's the bathroom. What was I saying? Hold my tongue. Before I say some shit, I can't reword. A fucking massive cock deserves a massive curd. That's right. You niggas heard. God damn it. I shit the bed so much, niggas call me Hamber Heard. Before I get indicted, you're always invited. Before I get indicted, you're always invited. Before I get indicted, you're always invited. Jesse, say hi to Faith. Alice, say hi to May. No need to hide your face. Up in the league of rape. You can call me Superman, but I don't go for Lois Lane. Take the white trash, just lane with the slowest brain. I'm a cop to blame. The second my awful slain. Gator and Augie same. You dumb niggas all the same. Flamenco, Mimico, I see now why your ass is single. It's simple. Your sister's in the basement screaming, let me go. I got no talent, but I guess I've got a talent for gas and hard.
Oh, is it too quiet? I'm sorry, chat.
They love MC Jarbo. Of course, I want to hear the gun.
Listen.
On, Matt. Share that shit with everyone. All right, man. Dad will never have to.
Listen, I apologize. It didn't mean for it to be too quiet. That's how fantastic I am at streaming, chat. That's how good I am at streaming. By the way, I guess Medicare's doing another stream tomorrow. I guess he is no longer dying from cancer AIDS, which is good. I think a lot of people are using that as an opinion to try, or not an opinion, as a chance to try and say that Medicare was never sick. I disagree. I think Medicare was definitely sick. I just think that he was able to get better, which is good. You know, it's always good when Medicare can, well, not Medicare, when any people can improve. Excuse me. Him most especially. I was really sad when he took his long hiatus. And seeing him back the way he is, I'm just glad that he's not dying. Didn't wash my hands. What do you mean? I did wash my hands. My hands are very nice and clean now. They feel very clean. Living is a good thing. I agree. I agree. All right, you guys want to watch this clip? This clip is crazy. And by crazy, I really just mean that, like, we have to figure out if these people are just, like, being silly or talking shit on each other, or if there's really nothing there. He's still at end of life, but he's receiving proper treatment. I mean, like, if he receives proper treatment, excuse me, and is able to have more energy, then I would say that's a good thing. I'm obviously praying, crossing my hands and praying that he doesn't die. You know, because it's my remembrance that he's like 30 to 40s, you know? And there's no reason for him to die if he can actually get the help he needs. Which is good. Which is good, in my personal opinion. You know? Oh, excuse me. Some of them are chameleons? Yes. Yes. Ow. Hand just decided that it wanted to randomly hurt there. My apologies. All right. Let's watch this clip here. And I'm going to do my best to translate the Yas Queens that I'm getting from all of these women here. And I'm going to tell you what I think these people are doing right now.
Has this woman done to my character? Genuine question. Are there other collabs where they just like...
And by the way, this is Bao talking about, right? This is Bao talking right now. I'm curious. Is there like a full thing? Is there like a full clip? Yeah, I don't think there's a full clip of this, but like, Bao, I get, again, I don't really know the impetus for this. I was sent this and I was told that this seems like shit talking. And so it's my understanding that Numi said something, and then Bao responded, and now Numi is listening and doing her own response. Is the video I posted? Yes.
Go into a full fucking conversation about how fucking disgusting I am. Like, how many times has this genuinely happened? Guys, start making a playlist of this so I can keep track, like, of which VTuber just has the worst fucking impression of me ever. Every time you come up, okay. So like, but what even could bring me up?
Again, I'm just like sitting here thinking to myself, bro, what did they say about you that I haven't said already about you? I haven't watched Numi in many years, ever since I saw the picture of her letting his son walk her on a leash. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is lore that I did not need to know, but now I'm just like infinitely less interested in Numi. That's disgusting. That is absolutely fucking disgusting.
Many times.
Wow. Now this is let me just pause it here.
Can I be honest with you? As somebody that rarely has watched this woman, if ever, like the first exposure being like some of the dramas of last year, that is not the voice I expect to come out of this woman's mouth because of the VTuber model. She sounds way too quiet for that VTuber model. I'm gonna be 25% of the playlist. No, I wouldn't even register on the playlist because, listen, what you guys need to remember is all of these people are afraid of people like me and Mizu. If they ever had to confront me and Mizu, they would not know how to respond. They only know how to respond to each other because they know what to expect with each other. And that's why they can be underhanded and mean. When you have somebody like me and Mizu, who are basically like Keemstar, although without the doxing, when you have people like me and Mizu, they're all thrown off because they don't know how to respond. That's why most drama creators get ignored in these kinds of spaces, because they know that responding does not, like, It doesn't. There's legitimately nothing that they can do. And by the way, I'm gonna be bringing this up probably multiple times. Because hold on, I'll wait for this to go through.
Hassan walk her on a leash. In the words of Fenrir, I beg your finest effing pardon.
Yeah. I think some people need to be reminded of this. Especially some of the other drama tubers in the space. All right, there's a lot of drama tubers that need to be reminded of this. But I think that people need to remember that drama tubers exist really for one purpose and one purpose alone, and that is to either laugh at people or make money or do a combination of both. Obviously, you know, I'm here and I'm enjoying it and I am making money. But my primary focus here is to laugh at people and spill the tea, you know. Getting views is really nice as well. But I think that there are a lot of drama creators that need to be reminded to stop being a moral fiend. Excuse me, I'll just... Like, there's a lot of drama faggotry when it comes to some of these drama creators, where they try and act like there's some sort of high and mighty moral character, that they're trying to encourage better behaviors, that they're trying to weed out the predators, and that they're trying to do good for the community. Well, let's just be honest here. That's not what drama creators are here for. They're here to sling the tea. They're here to tell their story. They're here to get views and money. And if they try and tell you there's some sort of, like, morally righteous individual, you should not pay attention to them, because they're lying to you. They are lying to you. Again, I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about drama. You know, the money and the views is a great extra. I'm literally just here because I enjoy it, and that's why I do it. Obviously, the money and the views extra is great, and the audience is great. I do it because it's funny. But don't get it twisted. There's a lot of drama creators out there that literally, they try to act like some sort of moral arbiter. They're not. They are not. They will discard their moral fiending at the drop of a fucking hat. So, anyway, let's continue this here.
I know Bao's gonna be watching this shit later, acting like she didn't do anything wrong or say anything that would ever spawn a conversation like this. Bitch, Bao, yesterday, immediately after that...
Okay, going back to this, my apologies. I had that intersection here. Is this supposed to be like... Are they playing right now? Are these two girls, like, doing a 5D chess fight with each other? Are they really, like, because that's what it kind of feels like. Because, like, you know, Bao's talking her shit, and now Numi's like, oh, I know she's gonna watch this. I know she's gonna watch this, chat. I know this woman ain't black, but, like, I swear, this just sounds like a bit. And I am willing to believe and think that, that it is a bit. 100% I can believe it's a bit. The problem I have is the bit, if any of the things they revealed is true, makes Bao sound like an absolutely disgusting degenerate, in my personal opinion. Which is why I'm just like, bro, this is information that the world didn't need to know.
I gave her a piece of the food that I was eating.
No, okay. Yeah, this is the point where I'm like, okay, this is a bit. This is a bit. This woman right now, listen, chat. Some people can't be honest with you. Some people can't be honest. They can't just walk up and tell you, hey, I'm trying to make your dick hard right now by talking about these things. Listen to what this woman is going to talk about. This woman is giving, you know what, we're just going to play it.
Yesterday, she ate it. You know what she does immediately? We are in a public area, walking around, eating some food together. Bitch, I know you. We are just existing. We're just existing. I say, here, you want another bite of this food? And she takes a bite. There's probably 100 people in this general area. This bitch says, and starts rubbing her fucking...
You can't tell me that these girls aren't doing this intentionally just to try and get some sort of reaction right now. This woman is literally like trying to give you some sort of softcore ecchi role play of her and Bao out in public. And she's just trying to be like, oh, we were just out in public. And Bao was being fucking degenerate right now. Fucking degenerate right now. And I'm just like, bro. Bro, are you... Dude. If this is true... Because, like, my personal opinion is people can be degenerates. I really don't mind if people are, you know, a little bit degenerate. Again, I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I said to the otherwise. But, like, come on now. If Bao legitimately was in public... And we'll listen to this clip here. But if Bao was legitimately in public... taking bites from you, like you're somehow her like lesbian wife and that you're like hanging out with, like this is just like levels of degeneracy that need to be like taken behind the camera. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Probably actually happened. It is being played up. No, for sure.
Nipples. She starts rubbing her nipples, and in public, she's just.
Now, do you believe that happened? Do you believe that actually happened? It's Bao, so I could believe it happened. I could believe that Bao is so degenerate that she wants to, like, literally expose herself in public. Which is why the whole man-hating thing is so funny to me. Because Bao is literally like, oh, I hate men, and oh, men suck. But then literally I hear stories like this and I'm just like, bitch, I really don't give a shit about your opinion. You're just another hole on the internet that sells her pictures to men. You would get yourself, like you would literally let people do a lot of things to you. Would Bao do that? Probably. Bao has... yeah. Anyway, that's only half of the story. The second half of it is that, again, if real, just like, bro.
Rubbing her nipples. You want to know another example? She was at my house the other day, and we were just existing together yet again. My mom has been staying at my house. She's been living with me.
Thank you.
Honestly, Occo, I can believe it happened. I know people IRL who would have done the exact same thing.
And let me tell you, again, I'm weird. I'm a little bit weird. But when I'm in a public setting, I turn the weird off, you know? I save the weird for the Discord kittens or just for Discord in general, you know? I don't take this weird into public because that's not really one, it's not really fair because there's a lot of people that don't want to be exposed to that kind of shit. There's a lot of people that don't deserve to be exposed to that kind of shit. Two, there's probably children around, which kind of really just fit into that first example there. But it's just like, bro, if you're actually doing this, I kind of hate you because you're ruining it for all of the other people that just kind of want to be themselves in private, you know? The longer I've gone on, the more I've just kind of been like, I'm fine with degeneracy as long as it's legal in private, okay? Legal in private. If Bao is actually doing this, I legitimately just do not like her because, like, Discord kittens, exactly. That's a joke, but, you know, hello. Anyway, it gets worse because, like,
Me pretty much.
Numi is now talking about another time this happened where her mother was involved.
Existing together yet again. My mom has been staying at my house. She's been living with me pretty much because the guest room has been open. So my mom has just been literally living there because who wouldn't want to take a look at me in the ceiling every single day? And that.
Thank you.
Bao? Shameless screaming for the Wolfman from Elden Ring to breed her Bao? Being freaky? With Bao, yes. Numi's probably being 10,000% truthful. Vtuber women posting their L's moment.
Very true. Very, very true. Again, this is one of those things where I'm just like, listen, foids are weird. And I know exactly why she's doing this, all right? I know exactly why she's telling this story is because she knows the fans are gonna go wild over this, all right? She knows that the fans are gonna be... They're already chomping at the bit, all that kind of stuff, you know? And it's... like, again, you can tease your audience. I don't necessarily, like, myself have a problem with that. Me and Mizu tease our audiences all the time. But, like, this is a story that, like, I just don't like this story. What's that sound? Oh, that's the ceiling yippee. You gotta listen, when you hear the ceiling yippee go off, you gotta take her down, replace the batteries, and then put the ceiling yippee back up on the ceiling. So, what is a foid? Here, let me I want to make sure I say it right, so let me search it up. It's basically like a female incel, if that makes sense. The AI overview on Google says that it's a derogatory, dehumanizing internet slur used in the incel subculture. Is short for femoid or female humanoid, and is used to describe women as robotic or lesser beings. No, yeah, I would describe a lot of the girly pops as femoids if that's the case, you know. I would say that works. They don't want you to just let them be degen. They want you to be okay with and support their behavior. And I mean, like, again, like, I don't necessarily care that people do weird things. Like, if they want to make a fansly, if they want to, like, whore themselves out a little bit, all right, go ahead, sure, do it. My stance, as I've evolved throughout the years, has gone from I think that's bad and I don't think you should do that to I don't care if you do that. You just can't choose the outcome of people knowing what you do, you know? Like, if you want to start an OnlyFans, all right, go ahead, start an OnlyFans, you know? Sell your body on the internet. You cannot take that off the internet later. That is on the internet for the rest of your life. And you have to deal with the fact that everybody knows that this exists now. And if you're fine with that, go right ahead. Don't care. I just might make fun of you for it, because that's part of my right. I find them lesser due to the behavior. No, that's fair. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that either. Like, you can think of them as lesser because they do that kind of stuff. Sure, 100%. 100%. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know why. I wasn't even talking for most of the day. But yeah, that's basically both of these people. Anyway, let's finish listening to this clip, because this is just, bro.
Guest room. And then...
So anyway... Numi is saying how her mom is staying in the guest room. How does this tie into Bao?
I don't remember what Bao was doing because I wasn't in the room. It was her talking to Hami. But she was doing that thing again where she was rubbing her nipples and moaning and looking into the air. My mother walks in right when that happens. And so my mother sees her just gingerly caressing her own nipples. And this bitch wants to say that I'm ruining her character. You're doing it yourself.
Again, if that's real, because, you know, I'm sure some people would argue that it's not real. I choose to believe it is real because these women are legitimately insane people. Why would her mom be in a guest room? I guess her mom is staying with her. That's not really a too far out thing to do. I imagine if I had a house, my mom would come and stay in my guest room occasionally, you know. Provided that she wasn't with my dad and they weren't staying in a hotel, because my mom likes to stay in hotels despite the fact that they have easy accommodations in some other places. But yeah, that's weird. It's the masturbation couch story. I didn't know that was a story. Ruining what? What is Bao claiming? I guess Bao is claiming she's got some kind of reputation that's getting ruined by these girls telling these stories about her. This may be mean, but I know prostitutes that are better behaved in public than these girls. I believe it. Because again, like, there is, From
MommaOcco.
How dare Bao be intruded while in Numa's private domicile?
This is my private domicile, and I will not be harassed by you moaning and rubbing your nipples. Let me get a good picture here. All right. Listen, this is my private this is my private domicile, Bao, and you will not Rub your nipples while I am inside my private... Your nipples will not harass me in my private domicile. Fake drama. Oh, I can believe it's definitely fake drama. 100%. It's most definitely fake drama. The fake part is how they're going after each other. What's not fake is I believe that Bao is just that degenerate. I just believe it. And again, I don't care if people want to be that degenerate. The thing that bothers me is when these people try to act they are not more than just a whole or act like that. And it's just like, but you are. But you are. All right? You literally sell your pictures on the internet. It's fine. You know, let people make fun of you and move on from it. But for whatever reason, Bao likes to act like she's somehow so above things, all that kind of stuff, and it's just kind of gay. While after watching that clip yesterday, I questioned a few things. Yeah, I do like how this clip is self-sabotaging. Again, I believe that this is real. I believe that what Numi is saying is true, and I just like, it's kind of weird, I'm gonna be honest with you. Numi is the punching bag. I think this is just Bant. I mean, like, I can believe that, but I also again believe that what Bao did was real. I believe that that's 100% real, what happened there. It's just I just think it's weird. You know, if you want to create fake gay-ass drama, create fake gay-ass drama, but this is some weird fake-ass drama, in my personal opinion. It's fake gay-ass drama, you know. You know. How do you know what's actually lies? Well, in this case, I don't believe that it's a lie, you know? With these people acting the way they are, I just believe them. If they're like, oh, I'm a gooner, it's like, okay, I believe you. I believe you, woman. You don't get to pretend that you're above that, though. I'm just gonna laugh at you now, you know? You know? And that's okay. I think the thing that's like kind of bewildered me is hold on, wait.
Trying to act like you're not a Degan when you are one is cringe. I'd rather see someone unapologetically a proud Degan.
I will be honest with you again. I think my personal opinion is that my personal opinion is that you just got to know your audience. You got to know where it sits. You know, I think if you want to be a little funky, a little weird on stream, that's completely fine. Just know your audience. I think that when you're in public, you need to act like a normal, civilized human being. I think that's completely fine. I also think you just need to be okay with the fact that some people are going to laugh or make fun of you because of that, you know? Any shot callers? Not today. Today is not a shot caller day. I only do it once a week. I did it on Wednesday. Excuse me. I did it on Wednesday. So, if that's something that you wanted, you know, come back on Wednesday. Dega. My head out. Okay. Yeah, I do think that these people are trying to start fake drama with themselves. Probably because they think that the fake drama will do good for them. Good luck, womans. Well, good luck, womans, doing womans things. You know? In my language, we call degens Degan. Exactly. Proud Degan. I'm a very proud Degan, too. Oh. I only do it once a week, not to get hooked. True. True. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. I'm actually going to save that for the end. Okay. Chat, we're going to talk about this more on Sunday. And I don't think Temp will care because, you know, I don't really run Dogwave anymore. But, did you hear that Bungie is laying off half of their staff right now? This is a bit of a side tangent here. I figured I would bring this up because Destiny is like, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that likes Destiny. I know there's some of my fans that really like Destiny, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, hold on a moment. But like, this is incredibly crazy. Again, I'm not gonna poke at anybody that really liked Destiny because I feel kind of bad for them. But like, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, we're gonna flood Bungie's game or flood Destiny just to show them how much we want them to continue it, and it didn't do nothing. So they are laying off 400 people. According to Paul Tassi, that's about half of the studio right now. Which means, if I remember correctly, they had like 900 people and they laid off 400. They laid off about 400. And most of the people that they laid off are people that worked on Destiny and some people that worked in Marathon. I'll roast Temp endlessly for playing Destiny. It depends. It depends. Right now, I'll give him a stay of execution for all that kind of stuff. Is Bungie in name only the team that made Halo quit years ago? This is true. I would say that most of the people that made Destiny kind of left a long time ago, too. Like, the original people that made Destiny were gone a long time ago. So it's not like you're getting the exact same experience. It's like the Ship of Theseus. Is Destiny the same game? Because most of the people that made it good are gone. They're gone. And that's kind of depressing, all that kind of stuff. You know? I do find the everybody hating on Marathon to be great, though, because fuck Marathon. I haven't touched Marathon. I never will touch Marathon. I've got friends who tried Marathon, and I was told that it sucks hot dookie balls. We're not going to be touching it, basically. Half the studio, in addition to the other half they got rid of a few years ago. Bungie is a quarter of the size it was in Witch Queen. Exactly. They got rid of a lot of people. Go woke, go broke. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are saying that right now. I kind of made the joke, learn to code, although maybe that's not the right joke to make because some of these people probably do know how to code. Some of these people do know how to code, probably. You know, not even depressed. That's fair. I know some people are, and I'm not going to make fun of them because, like, it was a good chunk of their, like, the last decade, you know. You know. Anyway. I wonder, aside from the downsizing, how integrated Bungie or Sony is with AI. Who knows? Who knows? You wanna know who I feel kind of bad for, but also just like, is Bife. I kind of feel bad for Bife because, like, Bife's entire shtick is literally just Destiny lore. Bife's like literally, I don't know what this man is gonna do. I don't like, legitimately, all Bife's content, I mean, like, some of it is Marathon now, but I don't know what this man is gonna do. It's my understanding the last time this guy had a job, it was before he got into Destiny. So I don't know where he's going to go after this. Like, it's my understanding he's trying to do lore videos and other stuff. Who? This is Bife. He makes Destiny lore. He does Destiny. Oh. You know what? He's covering more than Destiny now. I wonder how new that is. Because he's adding Warframe in there, which is funny. He tried Warframe, but he isn't to Siege or Stellar. Yeah, Siege is good. For those that don't remember, I did have Siege on stream at one point. I should reach out to him again, because Siege was really fun to have on stream and talk to. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. He's been doing some marathon content. In fact, I do think a lot of it is marathon content. Oh, he's been doing less and less and less. Interesting. He started doing Once Human. I have never played Once Human. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Good night, chat. Good night. Good night. Good night. You have a good night. Yeah, he did. He tried some marathon, it looks like. And, you know, marathon is... It's marathon. And then he's, like, done some other Destiny-related content within the last, like, year, it looks like. But, like, I don't really know where he's going now. I don't know where he's going. I like how 4 weeks ago he's like, we're just getting started. And then 2 weeks ago he's like, the great squandering of Destiny. I don't know what he is like. Here, let me go to his profile. Has he said anything about the game like dying? Let's see. Let's see. I'm curious. He's retweeting a lot of people that got fired. Holy shit, he's like literally retweeting every individual that got fired. Wow. Oh, here he goes. Yeah. He'll be fine if he's talented. We'll see. We'll see. And this is one of the big problems about being a content creator that's focused on one game. Is the game has to continue forever, basically. And if it doesn't, you got to pivot. Because if you don't pivot correctly, it's kind of bad. Did I save the baby from the Stanley Parable? No, we failed. We can try that again in the future if people want me to. I failed it, though. We failed. He got rid of the beard. Did he used to have a beard? I have no idea. Oh, hi, Gabby. Excuse me. I apologize. My throat is getting a little sore. I hope I'm not getting sick. Could just be the tonsils, though. Yeah, I kind of do feel bad for, like, a lot of Destiny creators. Some of them pivoted quickly, jumped to other things. I know a lot of them are playing Warframe. Speaking of which, chat, we're going to be playing a little bit of Warframe later tonight. Just a little bit. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for some of them. Not all of them, some of them. We're going to forget and ignore every disgusting thing Bungie has done for the last decade? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Not whatsoever. I feel bad for the right people, if that makes sense. I feel bad for the people that tried to make a game. You know? There's a lot of blame that apparently went to leadership. Not sure how much of true that is, but we're definitely going to find out probably over the next couple of months with some of these people that got let go. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, this is kind of just sad. Oh, excuse me. I don't. Fair enough. Excuse me, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. Like, Destiny is just one of those games where it's squandered content after squandered content for so long. And at what point do you, like, just choose that you're just going to try? And it just felt like nobody cared enough to try. I don't know. Again, like, I would say the biggest thing that really sucks about Bungie is they lost a lot of the people that actually made the company worth it. And when you lose that, like, like when you lose that, do you even have the original team that does something good? There's a digital ID package that'll be voted on. Fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am worried about that kind of stuff too. I feel like there's a lot of fighting going on for like digital ID stuff. And I'm not quite sure where it's going to go. I don't think all the devs cared. The ones that remained, definitely not. Definitely not, definitely not. But, who knows? I know a lot of the devs from Destiny went off to go do their own shit. And so we'll have to wait and see if they do. We'll have to wait and see. Put your predictions down below how long you think Destiny will last before they're just like, we're done paying for the server costs. We're done paying for the server costs and we're just going to shutter it. I mean, like, it could be a long time. They still have Destiny. Destiny 1 is still up there. So, you know, there's a chance it could just, like, stick around for a long time. He's pretty well written on Europe's direction concerning digital ID. I hope not. 6 months? Hopefully not. That'll be really sad. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of the EU, thank you whoever brought that up. Speaking of the EU, some of this is worth getting into. Yes, I would say so. It's free. That's a great reason to jump in and try it for yourself. Speaking of Europe, Eurocucks, Europors, UK tards or whatever you want to call them. They're going through a heat wave. Hottest heat wave that they've had pretty much ever. And if you're curious, they're getting close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're like, oh man, how hot is it over there for them? Are they getting Arizona levels of heat? Is my understanding that they're approaching like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So maybe hotter, who knows? So when you approach heat that bad, you need an AC. You need air conditioning. You know, you need some good HVAC in your building so that you don't melt to death, all right? We've literally seen the effects of yippies that don't get good AC or just, like, get ice cream in time. It's very tragic, I'm going to be honest with you. The problem is that they want to be net zero emissions. And I guess I didn't really, like, know how much, like, AC contributes to the emissions. I didn't think it really contributed at all, but maybe I'm wrong. But, excuse me. I guess in some places there are bans or just outright complete removals of... Sorry, my brain just trying to figure out what to say there. But they're basically having removals of ACs. In some places. This article here, well, this excerpt from an article here, obviously, you know, it could be fake. Here, we're actually going to read the entire thing here. Because this is kind of sad and depressing, and even though, you know, we laugh at people in Europe, you know, as absolutely Chad-based Americans here, all right, that you know, we're just better than everybody, all right? I'm an American exceptionalist like Mizu. I believe that my country is better than all of the other countries in the world here, okay? As an American exceptionalist, I think the fact that these people don't want to have AC is hilarious. These people are literally, their government is literally slowly killing them because they want to feel good. They want to feel good about net zero emissions or all that kind of shit. And I just, you get left behind. Speaking of, like, net zero emissions, you want to know what would help them with their net zero emissions or like driving down their emissions level? nuclear power. You know, these fucking retards who shut down all of their nuclear power, if they didn't get rid of their nuclear power, they would definitely have a good jumpstart on zero emissions. Because you want to know what produces no emissions and is absolutely fucking clean for the environment? If you're fucking smart, nuclear power. Nuclear power. A lot of people don't know this, but nuclear power is literally clean energy. All it does is give off steam. Because you're basically just using heat that comes from the fuel rods. As long as you're smart, you know, nuclear power is like the cleanest, safest, most efficient, most cost-effective way to power entire cities and groups of people. I bring that up, by the way, because fuck, what was it called? 3 Mile Island, I believe is yeah, no, I don't think I'm saying that right. But Microsoft bought a nuclear facility recently to restart it. They're going to recommission a nuclear facility that was shut down in America and bring it back up. And so that's cool. And originally, Microsoft was going to be like, we want to reserve all this power for data centers. And the government was like, nope. Allegedly. The government was like, no, I think that if you're gonna turn on this nuclear power facility, you need to make the power available to everybody and sell it to everybody else. So any excess power that you have, you need to sell to everybody else. And I think, again, if that happens, that's absolutely awesome. That is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Nuclear is cool as long as you don't pull Ukraine. No, I mean, like, yeah, obviously. But listen, we've obviously had issues with nuclear in the past, but guess what? All forms of power generation, besides, like, well, actually, I can't even say solar. Here's the problem with solar. You know how dangerously pollution heavy it is to make solar panels, or even like decommission solar panels, and how much waste they produce after they can't be useful anymore? So it's just like, I don't think there's any there's any method of generating power besides literally putting humans on a treadmill that will, like, not contribute negatively if you don't do it correctly or you just aren't smart with it, you know? And nuclear energy is one of the few ones where if you're not dumb and you have people that are smart and you're not lacking and you don't put your nuclear facility over a place where it could, like, what's it called? Where it could have an earthquake. I was thinking of Fukushima there. If you don't do literally what Fukushima did, then, like, it's gonna be fine, you know? So I think a lot of these people are just so afraid that we're gonna get a Chernobyl or a Fukushima. And that's just not gonna happen if you are smart. Don't hire DEI hires, all that kind of shit, you know? Fun fact with Yippee, the first nuclear town in America was in Idaho. That's cool, I didn't know that. Nuclear and hydroelectric constantly fight over who kills less. Fair. Solar not so great. Wind not so great. Yeah, you want to know how many birds wind energy kills? It's kind of sad. Or Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson doesn't exist in real life, thankfully. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. What if a nuclear facility gets hacked? I mean, like, listen, anything can get hacked these days and do something stupid. I don't feel like that's like a major concern to me, at the very least. There's also geothermal power. Yeah, there is, definitely. But you gotta harvest that geothermal power, and I imagine that's not easy to do either. The point I'm trying to make is, you've got these individuals in Europe that are so content on making life worse for them. They are literally making their lives worse. They're getting rid of all of their easy energy because, ooh, nuclear energy is scary and all that kind of shit. You know? Homer does exist. His name is Phil. That's very mean to Homer Simpson. But, like, you've got all these countries that are, like, just hurting themselves. And like this, going back to this is another example of it. Like, they are forcing people to shut down their AC systems. And that's incredibly retarded and apparently politically motivated as well. Like I didn't know this until the other day, but I guess if you're a left-leaning individual, AC units are right-leaning coded. You know, if you believe in having a nice air-conditioned house, you must be right-coded. You know? Yeah, which is funny. You know, I know I asked Mizu once about his air conditioning. Because I think he told me that his AC, like, had an issue recently. And I was like, Mizu, how often do you run your AC? He's like, the AC doesn't come off until it gets cold. So I guess Mizu's like a rightoid, chat. You know, even though he doesn't get political, Mizu is just a rightoid because he uses his AC all the time, and it's nice and cool in his house. I imagine one day if I ever visit him, I'm just going to walk in and it's snowing everywhere. Maybe that's where Ava's hiding. Who knows? But yeah, I guess according to some fucking absolute retards, just having AC as a concept is political. Yippee requires AC to live? Yes. Mizu is literally Hitler? Yes. Literally. Literally. AC is far right? Yes. At least according to some people. Well, it's like, I don't even think that, like, people are actively saying that either. I think the problem is just you've got these people that are actively harming themselves. And you look at their politics, it's just like, okay. That's cringe. You know what AC stands for? Actual chud. Oh my gosh. If you want AC in your house, you must be a chud. That's amazing. That is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to read this, or we're going to read this article here because it is absolutely fantastic. And again, for people that need a reminder, the heat that they are going through right now is, I believe, lower 80s to upper 90s. So that's what you have to keep in mind. And before you, like, laugh at them, just again, remember, they don't have AC at all. So let's jump through here. European Commission headquarters was forced to shut down its air. So this is like the Commission's headquarters for the European Union. They shut, dude, the people that make the laws shut down their own AC. That's amazing. That's amazing. But, chat, it wasn't just the entirety of the building. No. According to this here, they shut down the floors 1 through 7 for the rest of the day. That's right, chat. The European Union is at the point where if you work a lower job than all of the other people in the building, you don't get AC. Like...
Obviously, Occo is a bad example because
it's
a lost cause.
The EU is being run by often incompetent neo-feudalistic midwits who wants to lord it over the common peasants like you and me.
Very true. Very true. It's just really funny because you know for a fact that the commissioning president, they're definitely not on the first floor or the second floor or the third. So it's just like, why just floors 1 through 7? Isn't that low-key illegal? Maybe not in the European Union, it isn't. Who cares? It's the European Union. They get to do whatever they want. Fuck you. They're fighting fascism. And ACs are fascist. All right? Absolutely fascist. Oh, goodness. This is just amazing. 13-story building is home to the Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, her 26 commissioners, and 3,000 staff. Von der Leyen works on the 13th floor, and most of her commissioners' offices are housed on floors 8 or above. So yeah, you heard that right. All of her commissioners and her are on the 13th floor. So they get the AC. They get the AC. Couldn't that be a safety violation? Maybe in America it is. Definitely probably in America, but not there. Who cares there? Fuck them. Fuck them. Oh, excuse me. So it's just like... French bus driver. Oh, I have that queued up over here as well. I'll bring that up because I thought that was crazy as well. Yeah, this is crazy. Just it's insane to think of this here. I heard AC's voted for Trump. Very true. Oh, excuse me. The commission issued guidance for its staff earlier this week, which included avoiding going outside at the hottest times of the day, drinking water regularly, and starting work earlier. They did not, unfortunately, say that to turn on the AC. The advice angered some commission staff who worked in the buildings without air conditioning, including DG Agri, according to internal communications. It's like feudalism, a commission official working on the lower level of Bellerlemont, granted anonymity to speak freely, told Politico. Referring to the fact that the upper floors housing commissioners get to keep their AC on, a second official agreed it was a disgrace. Yeah, again, like the top floors, they get the AC. The lower floors, the wageies in their wagey office cubicles, they don't get AC. Like, how fucking insane is that? That's absolutely brutal. Absolutely fucking brutal. Oh, goodness. It does talk about here that only a fifth of the households in Europe have air conditioning, which is insane to me. It's like I'm not okay. AC is not a human right. But it's in literally almost every single American home. I can't think of a time I lived in a house that didn't have air conditioning or swamp cooler. You know, depending on the house and the area you lived in, you had an AC or you had a swamp cooler. You had one or the other, you know? I can't imagine living in a house without that. So that's just fucking insane to me. Oh, goodness. But that is not the only funny thing having to do with AC. This account here, British Patriot UK, which sounds like a bit of a an oxymoron. This gives the note saying UK councils are ordering homeowners to remove, I'll say allegedly, their AC air conditioning units in the middle of a heat wave because it violates net zero rules. Active cooling is now officially the last resort after fans and open windows, even at 38 to 40 Celsius, which again is close to 100 degrees. Close to 100 degrees. Now, if you look at the proposed community note, I'll wait for this to go through here.
Obviously, Occo
Thank
is
you.
a bad example because it's a lost cause.
Last time I checked, we fought 2 world wars because we didn't give a damn what the Germans thought.
Fair.
But they would be the experts in what is and isn't fascism after all.
Oh, don't say that. That's very mean. They're trying to forget that fascism. Like, they literally can't forget about their very own fascism so much longer later, you know? You know, if we can forget our slavery, they can forget their fascism. I'm just saying. Anyway, the community note says here that that AC units are not being banned, and removal enforcement is rare. Listen, I don't think we were arguing the percentage of removals we were getting from people like just having them removed. We're talking about how homeowners are being asked to remove it. All right, let's not be pedantic. Oh, this is an AI unit. You know what? The AI can be pedantic, I guess, because it doesn't understand sarcasm. But like, Sparky, thank you for the raid. Welcome. But yes, people are literally having their houses lose AC. And the AI is admitting that there is removal enforcement. Let's actually see it. Let's open up the... let's open up what this AI has given us here. Let's see here. This is from Britain News Channel here. Oh, wow. They actually... I never expected to see that as a headline there. Remember to glow, chat. Remember to glow. Oh, man. What the fuck is that headline right there? The Tories. What the fuck is a Tory? If you're a UK in my chat, please tell me what a fucking Tory is. That is insane. The Tories warned that Britain was being left in the dark ages through the bonkers net zero drive. That is like... Oh, goodness. Let's see here. So Britons are ordered to remove air conditioning from homes. All right. Under a fresh net zero crackdown, planning officials at councils have told residents to take down their cooling units over concerns about carbon dioxide emissions. See, they're not even just saying, oh, we know that carbon dioxide is made much worse with this. They are concerned. The concern is carbon dioxide emissions. That is insane to me. It's just like, we don't actually know if it is a problem. We're just telling you that it's a concern, so we're telling you need to turn it down. Tories are conservatives? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. They say AC, despite the heat, should only serve as a last resort. The crackdown comes from building regulations which demand active cooling is used only after all passive cooling methods like opening windows, running fans have been exhausted. The Tories have accused the government of leaving Britain in the dark ages through net zero policies which prevent citizens from accessing modern conveniences that are completely normal in other countries. Exactly! Most normal people have AC! But permission becomes mandatory in specific scenarios, including properties in conservation areas, with separate regulations applying to flats, leasehold properties, and shared buildings. This creates situations where units are fitted believing they comply with the rules, only for council enforcement teams to turn up and demand their removal. One Londoner received orders to permanently remove 2 cooling units from the rear of their property. Camden Council's planning inspectors determined there was no justification for the equipment, ruling it breached the authorities' cooling hierarchy policy. Dude, these people are literally fascists. Like, listen, I don't care. After so much, there's just so much evidence that I have of the UK and fucking the European Union. After this point, my man, you guys live in a third world country. You are again, I'm an American exceptionalist here. You guys fucking live in third world squalor, all right? Your government is taking away your fucking AC. All right, you've got. I mean, like, that's like the least of your concerns right now in the UK, I guess. But like, your government is taking away your fucking AC.
Occo is a bad example because it's a lost cause.
The CO2 concerns are actually the people using the AC, and the hope removing said AC will take care of that problem.
I don't believe it will. I legitimately don't believe it will. That is absolutely hilarious to me. I'm just gonna be real with you. Oh, like, legitimately, this is fat. I'm sorry. I hate using that word because the left uses it, but unironically, I feel like this is just fascism. I say that, like, half ironically. Yippee wants to save the UK from its government. Like, Yippee can't do anything. Why would the Yippee want to save a country that it fought against? Brit's so bonged in the brain. Yup. Yup. Very true. Oh, goodness. I just love this. During an appeal, the homeowner was advised to open windows and balcony doors in their first floor flat to achieve ventilation by natural means. When the resident raised security concerns and the crime out... See, that's the other thing that's really funny. They're like, oi, mate, you gotta open up your windows in order to cool the place. And the person's like, but we live in fucking squalor with all of these fucking people that are coming into our homes and harming us. Apparently that's not a good enough risk. It's not a good enough risk because they're saying here that the risk of you being afraid somebody's going to break into your home is not as great. It's not as great. Oh, fuck. This is amazing. Oh, excuse me. This is absolutely fucking amazing, man. Who the fuck is Sadiq Khan? That's the person who started Net Zero? Bro, are you telling me... Oh, I can't say that word on YouTube. I can't say that word on YouTube. Who is Sadiq Khan? Are they who I think that they are? Are they who I think they are? Can I have a picture of this Sadiq Khan? Oh, wait. That might be them. Yeah, that's them right there. Can I get a picture of this fucking... No, I'm not signing up for your fucking shit. Bro, absolutely not. That's gay. London Mayor. Okay. Okay. Here, let me, Oh, this fucking tool. I've seen this guy before. So this motherfucker, this absolute motherfucker thinks that you need to burn to death. Okay? He's Muslim. That was my second guess, I guess.
From MommaOcco.
Thank you.
Lotus Eaters presented an article today where The Guardian admits the governmental hate for AC is to force people to agree to ANCAP climate measures.
That's interesting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, like, legitimately, these people want to subject you. They want you... I swear, these people are just trying to get their audiences... Or not their audiences. Their people to rise up against them. I don't know. I just... Okay, that freaks me out. But yeah, like, these people are insane, man. This guy thinks that you don't deserve AC because you are supposed to be net zero. Fuck off, man. Do you guys remember, by the way? You guys remember when the world was supposed to end in 2012? Or, when Al Gore came out and said that, shit was gonna fall apart? You guys remember when, like, last decade when we had climate, issue problems and people were saying that the world was gonna end? I remember that. I've always been a believer that you need to be a good steward of the planet, you know? Kind of taught to me by my mother. Because I do believe that you need to take care of the place you live. You know? You definitely should. You shouldn't just, like, terrorize the land and not, like, be nice back to it. But I am so fucking tired. So fucking tired. Legitimately tired too. Hearing these people that, like, say that the world's gonna end, that, like, we have to get rid of the pollution, you know, this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, you can take care of the planet. And by the way, recycling is a scam and a sham. And if you think that your recycling is doing anything for people, it's not. I have watched multiple documentaries on this. Recycling doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for people. It actively, the funny thing about recycling is it will oftentimes just get shipped out to another country that will just throw it in their own landfill. So I still will do recycling because my city has, like, a recycling program. But I don't believe, and I do believe that the recycling probably helps out, like, make us, you know, maybe it gives a little kickback of money or whatever to recycle. But I don't believe the recycling actually does help out. Need to reduce and reuse more. I agree. Breaking news, by the way. That's not what I wanted. It's a good song, but that's not what I wanted. Breaking news. Pippa comments. Oh, this was yesterday. Pippa comments on the order to remove air conditioning from homes. And Pippa is like, how the fuck do you live like this? I agree. How do you live like that? Absolutely fucking wild to think of. Only aluminum and glass are worth recycling? Well, that's fair. Cardboard for compost? I could see that. I mean, I've seen cardboard go into cardboard be reused, but it's so rare that it can be done. Plastic is just like, it's... The most you can do with plastic is turn it into filament. I've seen filament be made out of plastic bottles, and that's kind of cool. It's kind of a hard process, though. Recycling is a hard process. Excuse me. Excuse me. Metal recycling pays out? Yes, it does. It does. Cans can only be recycled? No, very true. Pippa's coin flip takes? Yeah, it does depend with Pippa. She's a woman. You guys have to remember, women can just inherently be wrong. So. Inherently, sometimes women are just wrong, and that's okay. Go to bed? No. I'll go to bed I'll go to bed when I'm done here. We still have that Turkey Tom video to watch, which I will probably start soon. And I want to watch it because Mujin got owned in it. I don't want to like clickbait people into watching something that didn't happen. But yeah, the last thing I'll cover with this, somebody brought it up. Here, we'll zoom in. So, a bus driver in France passed out while driving because they didn't have AC in their car. A bus driver. Now, it's my understanding that most buses don't really have a whole AC thing, but they have fans. But they have something, you know? Ooh, excuse me. They have something. They have enough, I feel like. You know, I should have bought more Dr. Pepper. That would have been nice. I'll buy another one tomorrow. But this is kind of terrifying. I hope nobody was hurt in this. I mean, maybe the driver was hurt. I have no idea. But, like, this is the consequences of no AC in a hot area. You literally, I mean, like, I talk about heat stroke at work. I remember when I used to work for Amazon, at the beginning of summer, they had extensive courses that you had to retake on heat stroke. And the big focus was on making sure that people understood that you knew the dangers of heat stroke. Drink water all the time. Guys, stop saying I'm going to pass out, otherwise I might actually pass out. But they talked about the dangers of heat stroke, and obviously what they told you is drink plenty of water, have the AC on, and make sure the doors are closed at all times so that you can maintain the air quality inside the cabin. You know. So it's a real concern. Legitimately, it is a real concern.
Obviously, Occo is a bad example because it's a lost cause.
A elite dangerous streamer I watch, Brother Sabathias, is having to play the test feature of the game, complaining it's 40°C in the house the last 2 days.
I believe it. Again, for those that don't know, that's getting close to 100 degrees Celsius. You know. I need the... Don't say that, chat. Don't say that, Gemini. You know that I don't wake up for BWC. With that in mind, I think we'll move on to the Turkey Tom stuff. And if any of my friends want to jump in, they're more than welcome to. Think of the environment. Fuck the environment. Listen, China needs to do its part before I even begin, because Last I checked, China does way more pollution than a lot of other countries do combined. 40C is 104. Yeah, I knew it was like getting 2 or over. Excuse me. I knew it was around there. Give me a moment.
Around where?
Around like 104.
Yeah, you know, I'll feel sorry for them in my nice air conditioned, 69 degrees Fahrenheit house.
Oh yeah. India's worse? I don't care about India. What do you mean, chat? Who cares about India? 40C or over is a health risk? Well, yeah, that's the problem. It's just like, if it's that hot, you run the risk of getting heat stroke if you're not sufficiently cooling yourself. Which is why it's just like...
I said,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. But it's like the last 2 days, the Elite Dangerous has come out with a new feature called Operations. It's in test access, and the Elite Dangerous partners are getting to play it. But they're also mandated they have to play it and stream it and showcase it. So he's having to do this in a house around 40 degrees C. I kind of feel sorry for him. I really do.
I would feel sorry for him too.
He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a Brit Bond, but still, it's like that's nuts.
You need to appreciate that you aren't in India. Fair. India's worse in terms of pollution. Fair. Anyway. Oh, gosh.
I know. If anyone came around my house saying we had to remove your AC from your house, there's got to be a couple new holes out in my backyard. Just saying.
It's for the natural air circulation.
And they'll get a mud bath.
Exactly. Anyway, chat, to get to the thing that I wanted to talk about tonight. Turkey Tom decided to lend his knowledge of fucking multiple women to cover the Saikuno situation. Now, I don't really feel like I did a lot of coverage for the Saikuno situation. Obviously, we talked about it on Under the Tea, and I made allusions to it, and there was definitely periods where we made fun of Mujin for how horrible of a video he made. But I don't think I ever really talked about it super duper much. I know you talked about it extensively, because you really dug your heels in there to try and show off just how dumb a lot of the women during that situation were being.
Well, I mean, for me, it was just... I'll dig in whenever I see issues, and it doesn't really matter what side it is. If I see an issue, I'll dig in and point it out. And my issue was like, this doesn't make sense. Like a lot of this stuff does. It does not make sense.
No, yeah, for sure. So we're gonna watch this, chat. We're gonna watch the whole video. However, we're not going to watch the video without some other entertainment attached to it. So we're gonna, play some Warframe here. Pause this and bring it up for you. And we're gonna play some Warframe. Apparently, there's a new story in Warframe, so I'm gonna be playing that while I play this video. And we're just gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the Saikuno situation, because it has unlimited amounts of autism in it. Let's talk about pollution in India. No, that's fair. I think, again, the thing to remember, chat, for those that need a refresher, Saikuno got caught basically cheating on his girlfriend with a bunch of other women. And the main thing that was kind of really funny about it is the head woman that wanted to cancel him was kind of okay with him cheating as long as he chose her. if that makes sense. If he chose her, she would have not made the Google Doc that she did on him. But because he decided that he was going to fix things and decided to break it off with her, she basically was like, well, fuck you then, I'm going to expose you. Basically how I remember it.
Google Doc after that. Yeah, I can see the reason why Tom did this, because a lot of the stuff that Haman, I can't pronounce, I don't remember her fucking name, but the bitch that started the main allegations and stuff like that really reminded me of the girl that Tom recorded on phone, basically blackmailing him.
Oh, I bet he felt some deja vu.
I felt deja vu fucking watching it. It's like, this girl is exactly like this.
Yeah.
So I could see the reason why Tom made this. So
it's one of the first times I've ever heard him talk about VTubers in a massive light. Wasn't that the guy that fucked 100 VTubers? I don't think it was 100, but he did get with a lot of VTubers. Anyway, while I play this new Warframe story, we're gonna go through this. So let's learn about the Sykkuno situation, chat.
Sykkuno is a streamer who exploded in
Sorry, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit there.
Popularity during the pandemic, going from a few hundred to...
Also, I am curious, did anybody in my audience, this man had like an average of 50,000 people watching him, did anybody in my audience watch Sykkuno at any point? I'm just curious. If so, I don't care, obviously, but I am just interested to see what, like, if any, anybody in my chat actually like watched him, because apparently he was like absolutely fucking massive, and I just didn't know that. The only time I knew about Sykkuno is when he like got on camera with Bernie Sanders, and he's like, "Hey, Bernie Sanders, do you know what a VTuber is?" And I just was sitting there to myself. I'm like, "This is like okay, VTubers aren't allowed to exist anymore. VTubers are cooked, you know. It's just we're done. We're over with, you know."
Yeah, that's the exact moment I found out about him, was actually with you on stream when that got brought up.
Yeah. And Chad, it has been a while since I've played Warframe, so I don't know. I will probably do really bad at this. I'm just telling you right now. Just telling you right now, I'm going to do probably bad.
To over 50,000 viewers in less than 1 year.
I'm not really good at talking to people.
His real-life anime boy persona captured the hearts of young fans, especially young girls. But in April of 2026, serious allegations were made as multiple women claimed to be his victims.
This is like so personal.
The claims were boosted by commentary channel Mujin in a video that got 2 million views.
I'm going to tell you right now, when I saw that he made this video, I was like, I could care less about the Sykkuno stuff being talked about. I just want to hear Turkey Tom flame Mujin and say, "Mujin, you fucking suck. I hate you." And chat, no spoilers for any of you. I kind of got that. Without the fuck you, I kind of got what I wanted. He basically like flamed Mujin. And can I just say, I'm really surprised that Mujin thinks that he's allowed to have a reputation as some sort of like trusted source of news after this whole thing went down. Like, thankfully everybody recognizes Mujin for who he is still, as a liar hack, and so, you know, thankfully I feel like he's not gonna be oh, go ahead.
I just like the fact that I'm actually featured in a Rev video going, "Yeah, Mujin, you put a fake claim in and they had to remove it, and this person right here pointed it out 3 days before your video came out."
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I do think that one of the things I like about Rev is he, I don't really like how sensationalized he's become with just talking about fucking Hassan Piker. Like, Hassan Piker should be done in moderation, but like, I do like that he was like, it was an easy thing to point out, but I'm still glad that he did, basically, if that makes sense. You know? I just know him from the situation. That's fair, chat. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
Views within 6 days of posting, wherein Sykkuno was labeled a danger to women.
There was a master manipulator, a serial cheater, and a predator.
However, from the beginning, there was always...
Again, I will never, ever, ever give Mujin, like, any kind of... Like, there was definitely periods I was like, you know, maybe Mujin can be good. He can, like, give some sort of good commentary. After this video, I mean, like, during the Cinder situation, I was like, Mujin definitely is getting too lost in the sauce, and I feel like either he's sucking up to somebody or he got something. After this situation, I will never, ever, ever take Mujin seriously ever again. Mujin is not somebody that you should take seriously whatsoever. Hassan is a draw. That's not really what I meant. What I mean is just like I feel like some people go really hard on just really hard on doing the whole Mujin, or not Mujin, excuse me. People go really hard on just talking about Hassan so much, and it gets boring after a while, man. It gets so boring. I'm sorry.
Well, for me, it's like, well, unless you can actually do damage to him, it's not worth talking about him because
I disagree.
You just give him attention.
I disagree. You can talk about him when it's funny, when he does something stupid, you know. When Hassan does something stupid like rage at his audience occasionally, it's fine to laugh at him for like 10-20 minutes. You know?
Well, that's every stream.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Mujin was great when he did Genshin. Fair enough.
To me, the kind of stuff that they point out and they try to do it's the same stuff as like trying to not really, I mean, I guess you could say just kind of add on to kind of, you know, point out, take them down. And that's what it seems like most of the stuff is. It's like, and to me, it's, unless you can actually do it, cool. We already know these facts about them. There's no sense in regurgitating them. We're just giving them more attention. You just get them more excuses of, oh, guys, I'm constantly being attacked and berated.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I knew that there was new proto frames in this. I didn't know that they would show up that quickly. Wasn't Mujin simping for Deme? Yes, Mujin is a huge simp for Deme, to the point where he was in her DMs, or not in her DMs, excuse me, in her stream chats. And like people found that he was really deep in her stream chats, all that kind of shit. I don't think his use of the word predator is technically wrong. My problem is he went full woman and started to spiral. Here's my problem with using the word predator these days. If I say the word predator, and I'm going to have to wait like 30 seconds for my chat to catch up, what's the first thing you think of? What's the first thing? You don't say predator without like invoking some kind of emotion, because unfortunately these days, with loss of power of words... Oh, excuse me. What does predator make you think of? Pedophile, Diddy, you know.
Well, and I'll add that to that too. If Sukuna was the one going out and seeking these women and trying to, you know, sweeten them up and stuff like that, I would say, okay, you got a point to using the term predator to a certain extent, but in all of these instances, the girls are the ones that came up to him first.
No, a lot of them did, definitely.
So, no, it does not fit in the situation at all.
I would agree. I wouldn't say that all of the women were like that, because I definitely think he approached some of the women. But, like, the woman that wrote the Google Doc definitely went for him first. 100%.
Every woman that came out went up to him first.
I swear that some of them weren't, but... I swear. No?
Every single one.
Well, he does talk about all of them in this video, so I guess we'll figure it out. I could be wrong.
As far as I remember, the main ones I've seen that were being propped up, they came up to him first. I know there were some other ones that came out, and after a couple, I just stopped paying attention to the majority of them.
Yeah.
After that.
Excuse me. All right, let's continue.
Something fishy about the story, and once Saikuno responded, the audience turned on the alleged victims. Mujin was forced to apologize, and Saikuno was eventually able to return to streaming. This is the story.
As an aside, chat, I forgot that Stalker had a child with the pregnant Angel Warframe. We talked about this last night under the T chat. Warframe is full of content made by a bunch of degenerates. And one of the latest updates literally has a Warframe that bears a child, which should not be possible, but it happened.
Of how the allegations were botched, why it became such a viral meme, and how he got away with it. Sykkuno's digital footprint actually dates back to 2006, when he was making League of Legends content.
Hey guys, it's Sykkuno here.
But he didn't see much success until he received advice from fellow creator Lily Pichu, who suggested he try streaming. Through consistent output and networking, he rode the wave of late 2010s gaming channels, alongside Dream and everyone connected to him. These collaborations allowed him to grow his own audience by taking some viewership from others, thereby snowballing his own fame into a phenomenon of its own. The content itself was specifically catered to a younger audience. The humor was what most would call safe, edgy at most, while he and his friends played whatever game was popular at the time, mainly Among Us. But this demographic awareness also...
Yeah, for those who don't know, during COVID, a lot of people shut up really quickly because of Among Us and being forced to stay inside. Sykkuno is no exception to the rule. Apparently, he got a lot of, like, teenage girls to draw him. And that, by the way, if you get a bunch of teenage girls to be addicted to you, it's the worst kind of fandom to have, because they literally will kill other individuals for you. Creepy, I'm going to be honest.
Attracted a very specific kind of fan base. So-called stans created a pure, perfect, innocent caricature of who he was.
That's a picture of Sykkuno hugging corpse husband in a very weird way. Like I said, chat. Like I said, weirdo teenage girls that really get really gay, that really want to see gay Asian men. It's really weird. Really, really weird. Glad I don't have those fans. Those fans would be honestly kind of weird.
As far as they were concerned, he could do no wrong. Sykkuno himself specifically played into this image, portraying himself as a soft-spoken anime boy, someone who was inexperienced in social settings and awkward around women.
This is gonna sound a little weird. I'm not really good at talking to people. I feel like the first time I met her, I thought she was a mean person, you know? But it turns out she's very kind and, really friendly, I thought.
At the time, some people did think it was an act, but the fans bought it. His comments were filled with compliments about his shy mannerisms. They found it endearing, to the point where anyone who questioned it would face a lot of backlash.
I thought we were all in on a joke. But to be fair, in the past where any one of us would push back against that persona publicly, his fans would get really upset at us, like, quote-unquote bullying him. And I lost count of the amount of times I had to yell at his fans or be yelled at by his fans because I was treating him like an adult.
But for the time being, Sykkuno kept his reputation pristine as his YouTube channel grew to nearly 3 million subscribers. And the benefits didn't stop there. In 2022, he signed an exclusive deal to stream on YouTube, estimated to be worth $5 million. He extended his brand to massive guest spots, from fellow streamers like Corpse Husband and Hassan Piker, to even mainstream figures like Jimmy Fallon and Bernie Sanders.
Have you heard of a
This is the clip I was talking about, chat. This guy Radiates says slurs on his Discord. You know what? I could believe it. I 100% could believe that Sykkuno probably is very racist behind the scenes. I don't know. He definitely has a fake persona. I think what people need to understand is he has a very, very, very fake persona and all that kind of shit. Was instantly filled with rage listening to that for a second there. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to continue.
Vtuber before?
Nope.
His ability to stay out of drama was so well established, in fact, that he even bragged about it.
I stay out of controversy usually, right? Probably the biggest drama I've been part of is people were upset that I made a lot of money and I don't do anything fancy like
But throughout all of this, there was one question hanging over his online persona: whether he had a girlfriend or not. It may seem ridiculous, but his fan base was mostly made up of girls from middle school to very early college age, so they wanted to know. And just like Dream and his friends had Dream SMP, Sykkuno was adjacent to another organization, Offline TV. And these two communities are basically the Bloods and Crips of no-life women who make questionable fan art. Roving mobs mobs of 13-year-old Twitter addicts ready to kill and die for Lily Pichu.
Unphone him grave. I don't care, bro. Like, on 6-0 Crip, fool. Like, dead homies, if you my op on Crip, we gonna get it. On Crip.
At conventions, he was swarmed by female viewers to the point it...
What? Oh, goodness. Mujin's video on Sykkuno has done irreparable damage to himself. Very much so, I agree. Very much so. I hate being late to the YouTube grind. Now, I mean, like, there's always a time to start. You just gotta find something you want to do. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. You just gotta, like, figure out what you want to do, jump into it, and if you really want to grow, you gotta, like, really lean into it, you know?
Or you just be like me and just
Do it for
stream
fun.
and put out videos and don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yep. Again, my apologies, chat. For some reason, I'm getting a sore throat, and that's really bothering me because I have like 4 more days of work that I gotta go through. You know there's Sykkuno and Hassan? Yeah. No! Fuck, I should ban you for that. No!
Do it. That at least deserves a timeout.
It'll time you out for 10 minutes. I can't do that. That's disgusting. That's literally disgusting. Please never say that ever again. YouTubers making life-changing money. I mean, they still do.
Okay, so keep in mind, this is MommaOcco's testimony, and the only thing I know is that she just gave me $20. So obviously, I agree
Thank
with
you.
everything she. No,
Painting orcs. So late on this. There's a reason people who cover Hassan stick to the surface level stuff. Sparky Nux, who predated the other people covering Hassan, suffered through Hassan's streams for info. It messed Nux up.
And that's a cell phone in my book.
Explode the Cheddar's PP? Probably. Probably.
No. Wait.
Oh, goodness.
Annoyed his friends.
Thank you for the 20, by the way, Inrazam.
10-minute, 5-minute walk. In that time, Sykkuno must have been approached by at least 15 to 20 women. A few girls, Sykkuno! They start, they're hustling.
And Sykkuno was aware of this appeal to the point where he played into it as much as possible. From online dating shows to his fellow content creators, he never broke character, successfully keeping everyone in the dark about whether or not he had a girlfriend.
For years, would just say to me like, man, Peter, I hope I find something like what you and Anita have. You're so lucky. He never let on ever to me that like he was ever in a relationship.
And ultimately, the fanbase had very little to go off of, as Sykkuno maintained a professional distance between his work and personal lives, until April of 2026. A VTuber named Hemo Mal posted a document titled Exposing Sykkuno.
Can I just say, it is incredibly weird to hear Turkey Tom say a VTuber. Like, I'm really upset that like the first time a VTuber is used for this kind of shit is for something like this. Some drama so fucking gay, in my personal opinion. Heading to work. Have a good night.
I think he's brought up Peppa before.
Has he?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Kuno, a serial cheater, master manipulator, and dangerous predator. And these last 2 words are going to be really pivotal to understanding what followed. The document is 30 pages long, and it begins with a retelling of how Mao got in contact with Sykkuno. She messaged him on February 15th, asking if he had a date for Valentine's Day. He responds very much in character. What? You can't just open up with something like that. On pages 2 through 5, she shows their cringe.
Sykkuno looks like a corpse without his makeup. He just looks like a fuckboy Asian, in my personal opinion, who definitely is wearing something.
Alright, so hot take. Sykkuno kind of looks like a very, very, very young Johnny Bosch.
You think so?
Not when he wears his emo haircut, but whenever he has it like slicked back and stuff like that, he really kind of looks like a really young Johnny Bosch.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm sure he's talked about VTubers before. Maybe he has, and I just don't remember it. I don't know.
Flirting, and him inviting her to play some games. He smoothly transitioned.
By the way, again, it's important to bring up, chat, because, you know, Sparky talked about it. She was the first one to message him So it's not like he initiated with her. And I do think that a lot of people recognize that, thankfully recognize that quickly. That, like, she was the initiator of all of this. Not him. Which is, again, why I think, you know, front-loading your thing, calling him a predator is, like, kind of insane to do. Because technically, you are the one that prayed after. And that's kind of gay to say, but, like, literally, she was the one that prayed after him.
Well, that whole entire doc just kind of... She just continuously shot her foot. With every single bullet. And missed him. And it's like, oh, she contacted him first. Oh, she was romantically inclined first. Oh, she flirted with him all the time. Oh, she sent him pics without being asked. Oh, she asked how he liked those pics. And afterwards, oh, well, you have a girlfriend? That's fine. You didn't cheat on me. I suppose you got to break up with him, right?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay. Afterwards, hey, I made a hit piece on this person because he didn't do what I want. And here's the fucking audio of that segment of me trying to blackmail him.
Pretty much.
The entire document, and I just want to cement this for everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone who read that document and believed it and was on the side of the woman is a fucking retard.
No, I agree. I agree. 100% I agree.
Conversation into talking about fun things to do near her house, clearly planning to meet up in real life. Mal remarks that at no point during their communications did he at all indicate he had a girlfriend. On page 8 of the document, Sykkuno says he plans to attend TwitchCon in Europe and make some time to meet up with Mal. It's at this point that she notes that she's 15 years younger than him, although to be clear, she never claims to be younger than 18, and given that Sykkuno was 34 at the time this document was released, she's between 19 and 20 years old. In a tweet of hers from the same day, she clarifies that she never meant to be misunderstood as accusing Sykkuno of being a creep or going after minors, but she once again uses the word predator to describe him. From this moment onwards, their conversations escalated pretty quickly, with the two making plans for her to move into his house and adopt a pet, which is obviously moving pretty fast. But a relationship moving fast isn't the most notable thing. Instead, it's how Sykkuno presents himself. In this screenshot, Sykkuno said he has only ever had one relationship his entire life. I would eventually find out that was a lie, and that he had been dating and living in the same house as his girlfriend for years, and that I was not the only girl on the internet that he spoke to on a daily basis. In the text themselves, we can see Sykkuno pity.
You know, part of me wonders how much of this is just him doing gay boy roleplay. I'm pretty sure he was actually just cheating. I'm going to be honest with you. But part of me is just like, how much of this is him doing dumbass roleplay with these women? And he just doesn't know if they actually want something real or not. You know? I don't know. I could see that. By the same token, I know he is cheating, but like, I could definitely see some of this as weird gay boy roleplay with women.
Well, it's dumbass roleplay and stuff like that, but also, to be fair, he never said he broke up with her either.
No. Excuse me. No, he definitely didn't.
I've only ever been in 3 relationships. I'm married to the person in the 3rd one.
Yeah.
It's all in the water, and it's like, it's like, oh, I've only ever been in 1 relationship. Well, probably true. He's only ever been in 1 relationship. Still in it.
Yeah. Bao. No, don't spoil chat. We're going to get to Bao eventually.
Himself about how it's his fault he's bad with women. Regardless of how awkward this act is coming from a 34-year-old rich guy, Mal fell for it, or at the very least, she was willing to go along with it. We texted every single day, and these interactions would be charged with flirting and suggestive topics. I would send him suggestive pictures and audios, and he would confirm that he'd touch himself to them. Additionally, he'd always act flustered and inexperienced, keeping up the illusion of his on-stream innocent persona. One thing I'd notice is that every time we called and he spoke, he'd be whispering and never fully use his voice. His excuse was that it's because he was tired after a long stream. I now realize that he was quiet because his girlfriend lived with him and he didn't want her to hear. People seeing this,
which is diabolical, by the way.
Sykkuno, a wealthy and taken guy, still resorted to pretending to be Shinji to get girls. I'm guessing that at some point he actually was an introverted, insecure guy, and seeing how that approach works, he just never stopped doing it. Even after he made millions.
It's 100% not wrong, and that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, not wrong at all.
Oh,
but also, to be fair, if you listen to all of his streams, hell, even his fucking comeback stream, he is so fucking soft-spoken.
He is, definitely. The uwu roleplay? No, yeah. I'm not going to deny Sykkuno is just like doing the uwu thing. 100%. That's why he got as famous as he did, I feel like.
and moved in with a girl. It gets to be a little too much when he and Mal are talking about going to the gym together, and he suddenly switches on his cringy Tumblr persona. Please forgive me for what I have to read right now. I've never done like this kind of
Oh boy, I love that Turkey Tom is apologizing for reading this after some of the cringy roleplays I read during his video. Gonna be real.
thing before, lol, which is crazy because I'm older than you, but like, I haven't really dated much, so my XP bar is low. She then asked him if he's beating
My XP bar. Oh, that is just diabolical. Chat, my XP bar is low. Ah.
From MommaOcco.
I'd say it's 50-50 roleplay with women and cheating. I can't really fault Saikuno for the Shinji act. If it works, it works.
And it works with women, except for Powder, because Powder saw that shit a mile away.
off to the material she had been sending him. You know, I've kind of wondered if you ever touched yourself while watching what I send you. What? Why would you wonder that? Well, because they're spicy pictures and videos. Of course, I wonder if you put them to use. I'll definitely put this one to use. So you've never done so before? Maybe. I'll put on my leafy dinosaur onesie so that I honor him when I say, oh my god, dude.
I do love the background, because I listened to this while I was at work. I do love the background, like, images that Tom is choosing to do. It's really funny. Like, these background images that he's using for this is absolutely amazing.
Dude, this is a 34-year-old fucking man pretending to be a literal itty-bitty anime boy. On page 16, Mal shows that Syke sent her money. And although it's not an insane amount, this is also a movie made on the other girl who wrote this document, a VTuber and streamer named Elfie Leah. On page 19, we can see that he sent her 1,450 euros between November 2025 and January 2026. This was to help her settle in after moving, as well as fly her out to see him. Keep in mind, he spoke to this girl on and off for a total of 5 years, during all of which he had an IRL girlfriend that he managed to keep secret. As Elfie Leah and Mal spoke to each other, they came to the conclusion that besides keeping a rotation of online girls, it seems like he had them organized so that he was meeting up with a new girl every time he flew out to an event or a convention.
Impressive.
He was also pretty careful with this system by only speaking about the more explicit stuff when over the phone to minimize any documentation. But as we can see now, it really wasn't enough. Eventually, these girls all connected the dots. On page 28, Saikuno and Elfie Leah can be seen discussing some streamer who claimed that he had hurt 5 of his friends. And although the hurting isn't specified, we can safely assume it was running game on them at the same time. Finally, after a long time of this being relegated to whispered rumors, on October 26 of 2025, a VTuber named Bao made a tweet. If you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and
just hearing him mention Bao, like, irritates the shit out of me. Not because he's mentioning it, but just, again, seeing this come back the way it is, it just, like, bothers me. I don't know why. Just went back to 2016 with that impression.
Oh my god,
especially
My XP bar is low and you look like enough points to level up. Krill me.
Jesus. Well, and especially with the stuff that Numi dropped, it's like... It was...
Oh, where Bao self-sabotages herself? I was curious. I don't know if you saw me cover that a little bit. Do you think that any of that shit is real? Or do you think that they're just making fake drama to try and get people amped up?
So... explaining it on stream like that might be drumming it up, but I definitely 100% believe it happened because of all the cringe shit I've seen Bao do, especially like within the last couple fucking weeks.
Yeah, that's fair.
With the streaming ass slapping bullshit that goes on.
No, I told chat, I was like, listen, even if she is playing it up for chat and for fake drama, I do believe that Bao is legitimately that much of a degenerate. You know, I do believe it.
She is. Oh, well, fuck. Isn't she the one that was that screamed like, you know, breed me, some bullshit like that?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's like, no. Bao's just a fucking slut.
Yeah.
MommaOcco.
Thank you.
My XP bar is low. I'm sorry. What in the 2007 to 2012 era Gaia online chat speak is this? No, I will not elaborate further on that.
No, his XP bar wasn't low. He was just high in his power level from the scouter.
The fuck is that HP bar? What the hell? Interesting. Oh, nice on you, Stalker. You're not killing her? That's definitely different from you, my man. What's the Bao drama? You'll have to be specific for which one.
Yeah, it's like do you have any idea how little that knows it?
If you're talking about what I talked about earlier tonight, Numi basically was starting fake shit drama with some of the other girlies by saying that Bao is self-sabotaging herself by moaning in public while rubbing her nipples. And the drama is just, one, I believe that's real, and two, I think these people are being whores in public for attention. She has a masturbation somebody mentioned that earlier. It might have been you. That is absolutely... I want a clip of that so I can just, like, say, woman, you are a whore. That is just absolutely insane to think that a woman has a masturbation couch like that. And these people want to act like I again, don't care if you are a degenerate, but like these people act like they are some moral arbiters of like of being righteous individuals, and it's just like, no, you're a whore, you're a slut, you're literally made to be objectified, and I don't give a shit about your opinions and thoughts.
Yeah. Well, like one person is like Bao's the original Demi. It's like no, it's like Bao, Lily, Numi, Deme, and Demi got added in like after some of the stuff. But all these girls, I mean, when you have somebody say the gully pops or the bikini bottoms, those are the girls that people are bringing up. Deme is 100% with them in that whole group.
I don't know if she's like 100% integrated, but she definitely wants to be part of it. 100%, I agree. Anyway, let's continue.
And a much larger and successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream. Don't walk, run. Saikuno's actual girlfriend saw this post and reached out to her over Discord. Hey Bao, I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I heard something recently that was a bit concerning and I thought I would just come ask you about it. I heard that there was an instance of Saikuno trying to get VTuber girls up to his hotel room and drink with them. And that tweet you made about being cautious of large male streamers showering you with gifts or attention was...
This is the girlfriend, by the way.
I was gonna say, did we ever get clarification on that? Because I don't even think the girlfriend clarified that.
That
is still up in the air.
I think the only thing the girlfriend clarified is that she really didn't want any of this to be made public.
Yeah. Again, to me, this is still unsubstantiated.
The person tweeting Bao is her?
Well, Bao even didn't say anything about it.
Fair.
So
I searched Numi masturbation couch and there's a bunch of clips. Oh dear. That's terrifying.
About him in regards to him doing it to one of your friends. Unbeknownst to her at the time, Bao was aware of several stories from small VTubers who had also talked to Saikuno. According to what Mal says here, Saikuno's girlfriend was questioning if there had been infidelity, but he convinced her that it was a misunderstanding. This defense ultimately failed the stress test when Mal was added to the chat, and she spilled her gossip. His girlfriend was obviously taken aback. I've lived with him for over 2 years. We've been together since 2021. Everything he's planning with you are things we have planned together and talked about and have done. I'm sorry. Mal closes off the document with this statement. To all of Saikuno's victims, ever since Saikuno's viral breakout during the pandemic lockdown.
So one thing I really want to compliment Tucky Tom on is his attention to some of the detail, and not with the story. He's telling it as it is in the documents. And I feel like that he's got to go in and kind of rip it apart after he gets through this, but he showcases the page numbers of what page is on in the document.
No, yeah, he definitely he's good at good at doing that.
So that's just something to put out the showcasing. He's putting stuff out, he's giving information out, even nuanced information is, hey, I got this from like this page of this document. A lot better than some people going.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I can think of some very choice individuals that would never do that kind of shit.
I think we are thinking the same individuals, Occo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of 2020 when he played Among Us, he has always carefully curated every aspect of his behavior on stream and with friends. An innocent, romantically inexperienced boy failure who looks like an anime character and sounds like one too. This perfectly curated image would attract a large audience of women, with a lot of them openly professing how attracted they are to him. He soaked in the praise and never sought to limit the most extreme aspects of his community because it made him more desirable. What these many women don't know, though, is that he'd always lie about the fact that he's single, that behind the scenes, he had a neglected and depressed girlfriend that he had been with since 2020.
Where do I send the clip? Stream suggestions in Discord.
The remaining girly pops are all 304s. Cinder was literally one person who keeping the others from going full E304, at least to a tourist like me.
No.
You know,
I feel like Cinder didn't really keep them in check, but Cinder is the one that exposed it with what happened. Inadvertently, these women exposed themselves as like the mean girls that everybody sees them as.
Well, she didn't even have to do anything. She just had to let it play out, which is, you know, all she needed to do. I am interested though because I did see that Cinder put out a new music video.
She did.
Somebody that you and me both follow and have interacted with that has, I would say, obsessively has documented and put strings together throughout the entire situation. I think they had a kind of interesting take on it. Was a video confessional of things that she didn't want to say publicly, and I need to go through and watch that to see what she's talking about or what they're talking about.
I'm sorry, just drop the names. Who are you talking about that talked about it?
Well, she uses the you've seen Freeman, right?
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't watched the anime.
She uses that avatar, Freeman's purple-haired sidekick. What he or she?
Oh yeah.
They basically they've been like constantly on their Twitter, like doing, you know, like breakdowns, psychological breakdowns.
Oh,
of, like,
them. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, them.
I see. Sent it? Alright, we'll try and watch it at the end of the stream today if I don't fall asleep first. The cover in the video has a lot of symbolism. Interesting. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Speaking of which, chat, we have an announcement that's happening tomorrow. Very exciting one. Very, very exciting announcement tomorrow. Anyway, let's continue.
One who has lived with him since 2024 in the same house. After this, she linked a recording of their last Discord call, where Saikuno tries to explain his side of the story. Mao claims that Saikuno was trying to call her and make amends, while his girlfriend was crying downstairs, which also sounds pretty bad. But this call is where a lot of the audience began questioning the true intentions behind his accusers. Firstly, in the recording, I feel like both of them were trying to stay in character while they talked, and it makes it a very difficult listen.
Yes.
To improve your listening experience, close your eyes and imagine that Saikuno is Heath Ledger's Joker.
Distractions, the consequence of your own actions, I suppose.
It would have been funnier if he put the Joker on there instead.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, fuck. I got him from this woman named Himonal. You want to know how I got these scars, Batman?
It's not about how many women I cheated on. It's about sending a message.
Holy shit, man. Thank you, Twitter, I guess, for sending me
I was in a
that.
very happy relationship.
Doesn't sound like it, but sure.
It got a lot less happy.
How so?
I don't fully know. She just stopped hanging out with me that much. And
Stop hanging out with you. She lives with you.
I'm waiting for him to ask her if she wants to know how he got his scars. I'm also sorry about the quality of this.
Gosh damn it.
That's why I did not watch this. I'm not seeing any of this.
I mean, it's fair. Wow, that really is a clip about the goon couch. Holy shit. That is amazing.
Do I even want to know?
We'll watch it later.
Oh God.
This recording because this guy likes to do ASMR, and Mal is literally eating while they talk.
And I was just very sad and alone. Didn't feel wanted at all.
So you slept with Elfie in Paris.
Yeah.
And then you flirted with me and were telling me how you wanted me to come visit you in Vegas and how you wanted to go on a date and how you were serious about me and how you really meant it and how you wanted to go get a cat together.
Yes.
Why? Why didn't you just break off the relationship then?
Because it was a combination of remembering how it was, some part of me hoping it would go back to that.
Well, obviously it's not going to go back to that if you're actively cheating on her. It's only going to get worse. I think that's really on you, but I know you're smarter than that.
I'm not.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you're a 34-year-old man. Yes, you are. Stop acting like you're a child.
Don't think that's what I'm acting like, but
It's funny that he's shameless enough to admit to the cheating and say that he's not smarter than that, but it's when she complains that he's
I do think it's funny that he pushes back on that. It's just like, don't talk about me like I'm a child. I do think that is kind of funny of him to
acting like a child that he takes issue and gives some pushback. He actually tries to salvage his relationship with Mal by telling her that he was planning to leave his girlfriend for her. Mal responded by turning this against him, asking if he wouldn't just do the same thing to her that he did to his previous girlfriend, and all he could do is mumble about being caught. But easily the best part is that after a few minutes, Mal started talking about giving him a second chance.
This is not settled.
Wait,
I'm
that was
not
her model? Holy shit. Yeah, she's fucking cooked.
upset with you.
fine. By settled, I mean, like, that's it.
What's it?
Probably never talking again.
You and me?
Yes.
What? Why?
Is that not why?
What is why? I'm still upset with you, but you didn't cheat on me. You can still talk.
This is the moment where it's just like, bitch, what are you doing? I thought that this guy was
No.
horrible to you.
No, this wasn't the moment. This was just one of the final nails being driven into the coffin for me.
I mean, fair. But like, I listened to this and re-listening it to today, I'm just like, bro, why are you writing a Google Doc right now? This is insane.
Talk to me and be like, make up for your actions. Don't get me wrong, because I always am there for second chances. But I never will forgive you for cheating on her. That's all I care about right now. Is that it's okay? Keep me updated on that.
I don't know if that's a possibility.
You can keep me updated on how she's doing. You can keep me updated on when she moves out, because I don't think she should be living with you anymore.
I don't think you need me to do that.
It was very clear to anyone.
Why do you want to know that he moved out? Why do you want? It's just like, bro, this woman is so ratchet, man.
Well, not
So
only that,
fucking ratchet.
She's also trying to sightsee a relationship now that she knows is a relationship. At this point, any sane person, what they would do is just inform the girlfriend and then stop talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the only course right there.
No, yeah. 100%. Jade mockery. Oh, I see what that is.
Anyone listening that she's chastising him with one hand and rolling out the red carpet with the other. If she was so mad at him for being a serial cheater who led her on, why was she talking about second chances and asking to be updated on when his girlfriend moves out? It seems she thought holding this stuff over his head meant she could date him down the line. And this brings us back to her thesis, referring to Sykkuno as a predator, and to her and the other girls as victims, which to many seriously overpromised on the information presented. And that's paired with the fact that she shared this all with much more outrage than she actually had for Sykkuno, as she clearly wasn't even interested in cutting contact with him. At this point, I'm sure Sykkuno was just worried about more of his information leaking to the public. After all, it's something that doesn't just happen to YouTubers. Everyone is at risk. That's
Oh
why
my
today's video
gosh.
is sponsored.
We're gonna skip past the Surf Shark sponsorship here, chat.
With enhanced 500 Surfshark antivirus also in the pin. Very much to them, to her critics. This is video. Now let's get back into it. Mal was pretty active on Twitter during the following days, basically responding to her critics. This has been saddening to see how you guys try to twist me to be a person I have never been. I only did this to give my friends the opportunity to speak along with me. I have gained nothing but hate and death threats from this. I wanted to make sure no other girls were getting led on again.
Death threats, not something that I think is fair. You shouldn't be giving anybody death threats. But should she be getting criticism and maybe a little bit of hate for trying to ruin a man's life and for calling him a predator? Yes, I think that is completely fine. You're allowed to be critical of an individual because they decided to do that. Sorry. No death threats. No death threats. Now, to be fair, I don't know if she shared any, so she could be lying about that. No death threats. Don't agree with death threats, but you are allowed to be criticized in a very severe manner. Yeah, I haven't seen any either, so I just don't believe that it happened. I'm going to be honest with you.
And let's be honest, that's always a go-to.
It is.
Oh my God, they sound different. Oh my God. It's like, look, these people, if you criticize them and you put a picture of a shoe of untied laces, they'd probably make the claim of, oh my God, this guy's threatening to hang me.
Yeah.
So,
excuse me.
look, even if a person tells you to go off yourself, that's still technically not a death threat.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, why are these people trying to kill this baby?
Again and used. And I'm fine financially if that's what you were wondering. I thought at the time I was pursuing something genuine, but none of this statement really addresses the issues people were taking. In a reply to one of her tweets, she tries to defend her use of the word predator, saying that he preys on small female VTubers because he's done this to so many girls. In some sense, I guess you could say she's a victim of a guy who lied to her about having a girlfriend. But the word predator itself is very loaded and usually reserved for, well, sexual predators, people who commit crimes. As slimy as Sykkuno was, anyone can admit that's a very strong word, as is the word victim. When you pair them together, you have very serious terminology, which is ultimately being used to describe a guy who talked to adult women wherein both parties consented to the interaction. But obviously, Mal knew what that accusation sounded like, and saying predator instead of cheater or manipulator is much more impactful. When pressed about the way she offered to give him a second chance, she said, "I was willing to be his friend if he learned from his mistakes, but when I found out that it was a pattern with a lot of girls where he was using the same lies and such, I couldn't stay quiet anymore." But this isn't really accurate either. In the call, it sounded more like she was willing to be his girlfriend if he broke up with his current one. But when
that's the thing that just really bothers me is she was so willing to just be like, "Oh, I'm ready to give you a second chance." And why'd you make that? Like, legitimately, hearing she should have just like cut that out. Just cut that out so that like people don't hear that, because that just makes you sound so bad, so fucking bad.
So let's also be fair too, because in her original Google document, how many people actually picked up on that, actually went through and watched that?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say probably not a lot of people. It got emphasized in Mujin's own document, and he didn't even cut it out.
Yep.
That's the crazy thing to me.
Yep. How am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Come home. Oh shit. Oh shit.
He didn't, she punished him by dumping it online. None of this is to say that Sykkuno is a good guy in this situation, but Mal's motivations are dubious at best, and her document calling him a dangerous predator is a little dramatic. In another tweet,
yeah, I think that is the important thing to remember. Again, I think a lot of these people are like, "Oh, but you're saying that no, you can say that he's a cheater, he's a horrible person." Like, we're not going to dispute that. What we're going to dispute is the way that this was done. Like, it should not have happened, period.
Yeah. It's the exact same way every one of these fucking deals has gone down. And it's like, you know, when when the Cinder stuff happened, the main focus from everyone was Cinder manipulated Nano to make an exclusion deal to oust all of her other friends to where only she could get stuff from Nano. That's how the whole thing was portrayed at first by everyone. And then whenever the Cinder document came out, the 1,000-page document, and it got proven that no, Nano was the one that wanted that and dumped clients on her own fucking terms, Nano then had to go and turn around and try to rephrase it. Well, it wasn't about the exclusion or anything like that. It's like, no, bitch, it's exactly what it was about.
Yeah.
It's like they had to reframe it because then they start losing ground because you start picking away at that fucking credibility. If she would just stayed to, if she didn't put in the video of the recorded call, she didn't make light of the fact that she was the first one who contacted him.
Mm-hmm.
And took out all the inflammatory language and stuck to unfaithful, cheating, manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have backfired on them all like it did. It would never backfired on them. And they would have had more people on their side.
I think Nano should have just stayed doing art. Well, she... Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
She makes it out as if hooking up with Sykkuno was too vulgar for her. But in the document, they were talking about sex within 2 weeks of their initial messages. Her Twitter, meanwhile, is a bunch of not family-friendly photos of herself, not to mention her not safe for work Twitter account. This is all to say, when she messaged him about a date and he looked at her profile, what were his intentions supposed to be? That they would wear chastity belts and have a Catholic wedding in 5 years before finally consummating the marriage? Still, Mal not being the perfect messenger doesn't mean the message itself isn't true. And multiple people had similar stories. One girl claimed to have dated him from 2015 to 2019, and when she tried to expose him at that point in time for his behavior, which I assume is cheating, she says that she was harassed for it. VTuber Dottie claimed that Sykkuno had approached her while she was drunk and asked her if she knew what a happy ending was, at a point in time when he would have already been dating his girlfriend. Another VTuber claimed to have been messaged by Sykkuno in a similar way to what he did to Mal, but as soon as
I just hate that it's all VTubers, I'm gonna be honest with you. Legitimately,
Well,
I hate it so much.
And I know what Tom is doing here. He's just showcasing everyone came out, but it's like for me, all the people who came out and just said stories and not backed it up with any kind of proof, I just ignored them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, yeah, I know. Sykkuno came up to me around like 2018 and asked me if he wanted to date me. It's the equivalent.
Obviously, Tom,
like
as the Pope intended.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
she said she had a boyfriend, he just ghosted her completely. Other accusations vary in terms of how much we can actually prove about them, but one of the more notable examples is Nami, who provided some screenshots to prove not only that they were corresponding, but also that they met in real life. She explains that he messaged her after they interacted in-game, he bought her Steam games, invited her to a group event, and paid for her drinks. Sykkuno grabbed me by the waist and pulled me in against his body and asked in a flirty tone, "So, do you want something?" At this point, I was really nervous, but I just told him no, sorry, but thank you for the fun and have a good night. I never knew he had a girlfriend, nor was I interested. Can't imagine if I had fallen for his playboy tricks. He has always wanted to meet up at events over the few years I knew him, but never with my friends. He wanted to meet alone. This is scary. My friends thought it was weird too. But at this point, the public was turning on the accusers, so the replies were filled with things like, "So he made a move and you said no, and he accepted that rejection and left? Come on, man."
Yeah, it's like literally just, okay, so what's the problem here? You're literally just getting upset that he said no. Or that you said no. Fucking, like, what is this? I don't know. What is this homoness? I have no idea, man. It's just like, I don't understand the compulsion for women to like come out there and do this kind of thing where it's just like, oh, I rejected him and he was totally okay with it.
Okay. It's me too. It's plain Jane.
I know it's me too. I know.
That's all it is.
I know. I get it. I still think it's gay as hell. I still think it's incredibly fucking gay as hell. And I hate it.
Why are all these VTubers coming out like he was going to do something to them? You said your boundaries and he backed off. Everyone's acting like this is some surviving Diddy type situation. I'm really sorry this happened to you. And it's a guy shooting his shot and when rejected, he did nothing? Yeah, he's a cheater, but what is this cringe cope in the replies? Acting as if he molested her or something. And fair enough, this is a valid criticism, regardless of how true these testimonies are. I've been online for long enough to know that the information itself is just half the narrative. The other half is the presentation. And given how the initial titling painted Sykkuno as some kind of sex pest, the content's consistently underdelivered.
Master manipulator and dangerous predator. Looks inside. My face went PNG.
But Mal and Elphilia's document was not released without support. This is where Mujin comes in. He's a pretty big commentary channel who talks about the rise and fall of content.
All right.
Look at that. The last video on his page.
Chat. This is my favorite part of the video. This is my favorite part of the whole video. This is where the BWC rapes the French man. Literally. I think Mujin was castrated by Turkey Tom in this video, unironically. And it's amazing.
Content creators with a specific focus on VTubers. Mal had reached out to him prior to the document's release, allowing him to put out a video on the same day it dropped. Most of it is just him reading the information. However, there are two main issues: its intention and his presentation.
Because in reality, behind this mirage, this illusion, there was a master manipulator, a serial cheater, and a predator.
Not only is the word predator used throughout this video, Mujin also makes note of the fact that Mal, Elphilia, and the other VTubers that Sykkuno had talked to were smaller content creators, essentially implying that through this imbalance in...
And again, the thing that bothers me the most is Mujin knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly the kind of feelings he's trying to invoke by doing this, by saying, oh, they're smaller creators. It's a power imbalance. It's a power imbalance. He's obviously a predator towards all these women. I just again.
If you look through all the stuff that Mujin has done, all the things that he said, and you combine it with everything, with how he's presented dramas, with how he's presented information, and with people that he was close to or formerly close to, and how he presented that information, like with Tectone and stuff with Powder, you see him for who he truly is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that is a two-faced, conniving snake.
Well, he's French, so I'm not surprised.
Status, Sykkuno took advantage of them.
I also learned that there is a 15-year age gap between us. Right, so look, I personally spoke to the victim about this. I asked, like, would that usually have been like a red flag or a turnoff? She said yes. But the thing is, this is Sykkuno we're talking about here, right? So she made an exception.
The implication being made is that because Sykkuno has a lot of subscribers, Mal had no choice but to go along with his flirting, talk about having sex, moving in together, and roleplay with his cringy loser impression. Many in the audience pointed out that this is a woman of adult age who sought him out first. She was fully aware of everything going on the entire time, and the idea that he was a predator and she was his prey is laughable. They were two legal adults having sexual conversations. The presence of a power imbalance does not necessitate its abuse. And in this case, there's no
side note. Did you see that Rekida's fighting with Masshole Mafia?
With who?
Masshole Mafia is the one that got Cyrax to admit he's a pedophile. I'll send it to you.
Oh. Whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sector. That is just...
This is just kind of interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the sector right now. Like for instance, right now, I think my stream snipe last week of Jim's stream is like the only copy.
Don't tell anybody
on
that.
YouTube. Oh, it's like last day and a half. It's been getting like massive views now and shit like that.
I believe it.
But okay, that's funny. Also, I wanna point out to everyone in the audience for Tom. Tom is also someone that doesn't have an issue with cheating.
No, he does not.
So I just think it's fair to point that out because he's went on stances, like who cares? Everyone's been cheating on, get over and stuff like that. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
Oh no, he has money, I have to fuck him. You don't understand, I'm a victim. Exactly.
Instance of Sykkuno threatening her with his status. The only imbalance present that's relevant to this is one of knowledge. Sykkuno knows that he has a girlfriend that he is cheating on, and he does it repeatedly anyway. That's honestly all that needed to be said. And it would have been enough to make Sykkuno look like a questionable person at the very best. Instead, Mujin overstepped to make the allegations hit harder. And the conclusion of the video is equally puzzling.
There's a reason people say with great power comes great responsibility. Because once you have this power that Sykkuno...
Oh my gosh. I was talking about this earlier. I cannot stand moral fiends like Mujin, like Rima, like so many of these other people that try to like use that, like the great power, great responsibility thing has been ruined by people like him. It's just absolutely, utterly fucking ruined. And I hate. Let me tell you about hate, chat, and how much I've begun to hate these kinds of people. Maybe Am was speaking some truth to that there. I don't know. We're just like, let me tell you about fucking hate. And it's these kinds of people that I fucking hate. Unironically.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
I just find it funny he says stuff like this. Well, great power comes great responsibility. And the aspect that he's putting into this is because Sykkuno is a large creator with large influence, trying to, spinning as he's manipulating smaller content creators. Yet, Mujin is also a large creator that has been known and proven and called out on and is crashed out over putting false information out or twisting a story or not getting things right or trying to sway a narrative and then laughing and joking about it, well, I'm just going to continue putting out content for my millions of subscribers and for all of them to enjoy. And again, it's like he's portrays himself as a journalist. He portrays himself as like an internet sleuth. That's kind of how he puts himself out there. Couldn't take the fucking time to look through a tweet that was a fake tweet and put it out there 3 days before. 3 days after all he got pointed out as fake.
Yeah.
It's like, so yeah, it's just take your own advice.
Here, chat, let me read this quote. It's a great quote, by the way. Hate, let me tell you about how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits and wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanogangstrom of those 100 million miles, it would not equal 1/1000th of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant for you. Hate. Hate. Legitimately, hate is what I have for the fucking moral fiends in the drama sphere like Rima and fucking Mujin. Hate. I just get like so pissed at these kinds of idiots. Fuck's sake. Relationship goals. Oh, that's kind of cute. Who drew that? That's amazing. Anyway.
But yeah, no, I find it laughable, and I'm gonna lose my shit if fucking Tom turns around and throws it back into Mujin's face with his tweet he made about his millions of followers.
Yeah, let's.
That's like that's the cherry on the cake for me.
Yeah, let's continue.
Possessed, you can so easily take advantage of others. So as a content creator, you have a very clear choice. And unfortunately, Sykkuno decided to be the worst person possible.
I don't want to defend this 38-year-old cat boy more than I have to, but is this really the worst person he could possibly be? There are definitely some worse people who have made YouTube videos.
No, very true. Very, very, very true. 100%.
As for taking advantage of people,
easily take advantage of others.
This once again implies some level of coercion, as if Sykkuno had direct power over the girls he talked to. But in reality, it's not like they're a part of the same company or structure. They all have their own separate audiences. So there's no puppet mastering he could even theoretically do in this situation. Ladies, just because the middle-aged cat boy messages you does not mean you need to reciprocate. Anyone who did it because they wanted to. Mujin's video is also filled with other strange clips to the point where anytime he breaks from reading the document, he says something really off.
Where an innocent fan came across Sykkuno in the lobby of a hotel at 2 a.m. One can only wonder what he was doing there.
Going to his room to sleep?
Oh, that's why I hate those people. It's just like, he's going to his hotel room. Like, hate. Hate.
Is that not a possibility?
I'll let you know, it's starting to storm really bad here, so if I drop out, it's probably because the net went down, the electric went out.
You're fine. Also, chat, I think this is the first time that they've given us a full view of what Hanhao looks like as a sentient. That's really interesting. That's definitely not going to be used later in the story, I feel like. It's kind of cool, though.
The 17-minute call wherein Mao tried to maintain a relationship with Sykkuno is also included in the video, meaning Mujin already had the most damning information about Mao, where she tries to barter for Sykkuno's attention.
What is why I'm still upset with you, but
hate!
You can still talk to me and be like, make up for your actions. Don't get me wrong, because I always am there for second chances.
And yet, he still continued to run with the story, and even states that her intention was to write a Google Doc as soon as she found out he was a cheater.
When Mao would find out about the
hate! Hate is all I have for this fucking Frenchie.
Girlfriend, she would decide to write a Google document.
Based on the call, we know this isn't true. So the next question people asked is, why run the story at all? Both the document and the video's existence are framed as a call to action, to get other girls Sykkuno has slept with to speak up, help his girlfriend, and bring him to justice.
So look, according to Mao, there are countless other victims. It is completely up to them on whether they want to come out with their side of the story or not. And I also encourage them to speak out. When it rains, it pours. And right now, the first drop has hit the ground.
Hate.
Sykkuno and anyone else who seeks to take advantage of their position need to be held accountable.
This mission statement is brought down by other details about this video. On one hand, it sounds like he's talking about Jeffrey Epstein, when in reality, it's this dweeby guy who got famous and banged a bunch of adults. Additionally, Mujin showed an unblurred image of Mao's conversation with...
That's the other thing. It's just like, you sound like... That's how you really feel? That's how I really feel, chat, legitimately.
Hate.
Hate. Yeah, that's how I live.
So, somebody needs to do artwork of Occo walking through an old village square with a bell chanting hate, hate, hate.
Just no, make me as GLaDOS. Sorry, I just like hate. Absolute hate is all I feel right now, chat. Oh, and again, people will still take Mujin seriously. That's what bothers me the most, is he's still, for some reason, taken seriously, despite the fact that he has blatantly, like, defamed individuals. I swear, the only reason why he changed up his tune is he probably felt like he was going to get sued if he didn't, so that's probably why he did.
I'm just surprised that...
Oh, right, I forgot they did this.
I'm just surprised that Rev's pushed back as hard as he has against Mujin. I mean, kudos to Rev on doing that.
No, 100%.
Because I know that there was some tensions there between like you, Mizu, and Straub and Rev and stuff like that. I remember that.
I think Rev's. I'm not going to speak on behalf of him. I'm going to speak of what I do or do not know. But I think Rev knows when he's being taken advantage of.
Yeah. But, kudos on setting on principle and not just clout and clicks and stuff like that. So I give credit where credit's due. I don't like a lot of mistakes, but it's like credit where credit is due.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
With Saikuno's girlfriend, revealing her identity and thus attaching her name directly to all of the humiliation she was being put through. This is without even mentioning that, as will become apparent in Saikuno's response, his girlfriend was not informed that this would be made public, and she did not consent to its release. When Mal and Mujin acted like their goal was justice for her, describing...
Pixel, by the way, thank you for the raid. For some reason, it didn't show it to me, but I just noticed it. Thank you. I appreciate you very much so.
Her as neglected and depressed, they ultimately contributed to that very issue. This all makes it clear that the real intention of the video was gossip, from the opening lines to the forced memes he ends it with. Mujin knew it would be a big story, that it would...
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get this twisted. Nothing whatsoever. The entire story was nothing more than something for Mujin to get views out of. Like, don't get it twisted. The videos I made on Cinder, I made them because I didn't think anybody else would. But I would be lying if I didn't tell you, oh, it's great that it got views. You know, I made it because I wanted to. But like every drama content creator makes content because they want to, because it either gets them money, clicks, or views, or they like to spread gossip. I mean, like, literally, I fit the gossip thing very quickly. So people. If any of these content creators are like, oh, I'm doing this because I have a moral imperative. With great power comes great respect. No, those people are faggots, okay? And you need to unsubscribe from them because that's absolutely fucking gay. Gay.
If you want to see an example of someone calling out stuff, you can go to my channel and look at my stuff with the whole Nana Cinder stuff.
Great call out there. Or just shout out there to yourself there.
Hey, I gotta try somehow. But no, it's like every stream or video I made was made debunking stuff. Not gossiping, not saying this or that, just debunking things that I found.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only time I really streamed or talked about it, was just doing that. Besides, be on with you and, helping with whatever we did on your channel.
Yeah.
Which we did a lot, I know that much. But it's like, that's the only time I made videos on it.
Drama equals money, who knew? Well, I mean, like, I do drama, and again, I know it makes money. I do it because I love the gossip. I love talking about things. And, if there's occasionally a time where I'm like, I don't feel like the truth is being told, I'll try and do my best to tell the truth, for sure. But I'm not going to lie. I make videos because the gossip is fun. It's interesting to talk about, And I hate people like Mujin or people like Rima that pretend that they have, like, some sort of moral imperative to, like, get the truth out there because, if they don't, the bad guy is going to get away with it. I also really hate it when people try and say, like, people like Alara do that too. It's just like, no, these people are fucking scum, just like me. They're drama pigs, just like me. All right, I'm not going to pretend I'm above it. No, I am a drama pig, just like these people. They are there for the money. They're there for the views. They're there for the gossip. And if they try and convince you of anything otherwise, then you should not watch them because their goal is to deceive you then. Sorry, I just get so fucking pissed off when people are like that. It's just like, be truthful and honest, and I might respect you more. That's the big problem I had with Rima. She couldn't be honest. Among other things, of course, but, you know, whatever.
Get him views, subscribers, and money. If he had been honest about that from the get-go, I honestly don't think he would have gotten nearly as much pushback as he did. But to act as if...
Was that,
It was Smuggalana.
That was Smuggalana in the background. Holy shit, Smuggalana made it into a Turkey Town video.
He went through, I could tell he went through and he's done a lot of research on this. I mean, this is what, months after the fact?
Yep.
He has, and let's go back on this. He has Mujin's original video. Mujin actually removed that video like not even a week.
Yep.
After it came out. And I know there's probably archives out there you can go to, but he had all this. So he's been... This is how you put out a document.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And I'll give Tom credit. He's done a lot of research on this from the most part. And we're only halfway through it.
A little bit over it, yeah. Let's continue.
As if this expose was a virtuous documentation of a serial predator instead of a
Thank
drama
you.
style video.
Thank you. Thank you. Fucking hell. This is why I like Tom. I know he's like not... I know he's like kind of anti-anime, just a little bit, but like, this is why I like Tom. He's smart, and he knows what he's talking about, and the people writing his scripts know what they're doing. So...
Streamer is to lie. With so many issues, the video generated a lot of reactions, most of which were taking issue with the terminology used.
It's just that, like, I mean, when I think of predator, I think of somebody who, like, is, like, messaging, you know, 13-year-old girls or something like that, right? And trying to meet up with them.
Predatory is insane, dude. If manipulation is BF sword, predatory is bloodthirster. Boom.
A predator.
Okay, predator is a pretty big word. What did he do? Did he do a jungle clear and forget the scuttle crab? That's punishable by death in China, by the way.
XQC also left a comment on
Oh, I love it.
Video asking, if he can only date people that are as or more famous than he is, then who could he have dated during his peak era? There were 0 creators that qualify that. Please respond. Mujin would reply directly, stating his girlfriend. He could have simply dated his girlfriend that he lived with and not lied to her for over 5 years while playing dating simulator with every female content creator in existence. He's not exactly wrong, but this once again puts the focus of his stated intentions on aiding Sykkuno's girlfriend in some way. Just remember that for later. People on Twitter began arguing about the issue en masse, including a VTuber named Powder. She was one of the many Sykkuno's
Powder got into
to,
this.
although she had a very different takeaway, with her saying that some women were trying to play victim as if they didn't have a brain in the situation, and labeling Sykkuno as a predator so that their testimony would be taken more seriously. Her perspective was that Sykkuno was, and I quote, forward with his riz. So regardless of his act, it was obvious that if he was like this with her out of the blue, he probably spoke to a bunch of other girls in the same way. She specifically remarks that she never felt manipulated by him. Mujin responded by suggesting that Powder appealed to misogynistic viewers to make money, and that her opinion on Sykkuno was based on that, before saying,
By the way, this is like the most insane, deranged, psychopathic thing that Mujin has ever said in his entire career. Literally alleging that Powder one day is going to be revealed to be a race mixer. And while I find that kind of funny, and by the way, chat, I know why he's saying that, because it is revealed a lot more oftentimes that conservative sounding individuals are more often than not race mixers for whatever reason. Don't know why, you know, who absolutely knows why? Definitely not me. But, like, Mujin was definitely, like, projecting or doing something weird, in my personal opinion, on the Powder. And that just made him look like an absolute psychopath. Just an absolute fucking psychopath. And the fact that he just thinks that he can walk away from it is hilarious.
I just got a question.
Go ahead.
Why does Mujin sound like he's got an SS stance?
Which is funny considering he's a Frenchie. Oh.
I mean, seriously, it's like, okay, if it comes out that Powder likes the BBC, I don't care. Go for it, girl. Who
I'm pretty sure
fucking
she's been
cares?
openly against saying that she is, but like, and
I don't care. It's like, so what?
No, I don't really
What
care
does that
either.
Have anything to do with anything?
I just find it funny that like, it's one of those things where, listen, I might make that joke as a joke, but Mujin is making that joke and trying to act like a moral superior individual. It's like, Like, what the fuck, man?
You are
And
unclean powder. Mixing with mixed races is not the correct way. You must be punished.
The race mixing must be punished. She must be sent away. She is the race mixing. She's not the best VTuber you thought she was.
That's gotta get fucking clipped. I know it. I know it's gotta get clipped.
Oh. Powder claims to prefer her own race, but with or without context, Mujin sounds crazy. No, that's fair. And like at the end of the day, it's just like, who the fuck cares if Powder just decides that she doesn't want to date black people? Who cares? You know, the fact that Mujin decides to make that a big like point of contention just makes him sound like a psychopath, in my personal opinion. Let's continue.
Mujin was never really a reliable narrator, so when his video eventually comes out about me being canceled by my audience for secretly having dated a black guy, even though I keep saying I can't stand minorities.
I can't take that seriously. Every single time I read it and listening to Tom say it is just like, Mujin, this is your life. This is your life, man. And there's nothing you can do to like get away from it now.
Please don't trust him. This statement confused a lot of people, myself included, because it.
Yeah, I imagine it probably would. This confused a lot of people, myself included. You're telling me, man. There's many people who are against race mixing from literally every race group on the planet. It's an extremely moot point. No, I agree. Muhammad Ali was against race mixing. No, you know, chat, it's really funny. You'd be surprised how many black people are against race mixing with white people. You'd be surprised. It's like one of those things where people say it's racist because white people do it. Everybody does it, all right? Literally everybody. You're gonna have Asians that tell their children that if they mix with any other race that they're ostracized. It happens. It's why it's funny. Let's continue.
It's without context and just a weird thing to say. I'm
laughing, chat. And if you don't know why I'm laughing, well, you haven't been here long enough to understand.
Expose you for dating a black guy.
I know you dated a black guy. Oh my god, Powder's actually literally.
Oh my god! Again, I listened to this. I didn't watch it.
That's perfect. That's a perfect touch right there, Tom.
Oh fuck!
That's a perfect touch. Somebody clip this into the Powder.
I'm sure she's gonna see this eventually.
That's fucking great.
Fucking Mexican leader of the white race is getting upset that his favorite VTuber race mixes. Powder is a discount nick. No, I disagree.
No, that's not what's being portrayed here.
No, that's not what's being portrayed. And I also just disagree that she's not a Nick Fuentes. She's a woman and she's better than Nick Fuentes. Plus, Nick Fuentes is gay, and Powder isn't gay. All right.
You play this. Back it up like 5 seconds.
All right.
I want to listen to this.
Okay, look, give me a moment. I gotta find the page again because there it is.
Expose you for dating a black guy.
I know you dated a black guy.
Oh, thank you.
Mommy MILF avatar.
I think Mujin mistook Powder for Amal. Also, the fact Powder is currently chilling with Nux of all people, he regularly pisses off Fuentes fans, makes Mujin look like more of an idiot in hindsight.
Oh, fuck, yeah. No, yeah. Very true. Detective Fuentes. Detective Cum Hunter Fuentes. Thank you. Thank you for the 10.
Oh my god, Powder's actually literally.
Huh?
I was gonna say, it gets serious when it breaks out the black light.
I thought he was a virgin, not gay. No, he's gay, chat. Do I need to play the song "I'm Coming Out" that Medicare played? Dude, fucking is gay as shit, man. It's a good song, by the way.
Literally race mixing right now.
The fact that he closes his tweet off with a defense of him using the word predator really brings the point home that he was unwilling to consider he may have mishandled this entire thing. In the replies, no one was really sympathizing, pointing out that his bias against
Oh.
Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Holy shit.
Demi going again. Tom knew what he was doing here. Tom knew exactly what he was doing, right? Dude, I love this. I love Tom so much. Holy shit, this is amazing. Turkey Tom is playing like 9D chess right here. Holy shit, this is amazing. Look at this. And chat.
Oh my god.
And chat, literally, the Frenchie would literally suck this woman's boyfriend's, or excuse me, not boyfriend, this woman's, like, I can't say that. The Frenchie would literally suck this woman's dick a couple of months later. That made the chat. I can't believe that she went against him, and then, like, literally a couple months later, he bows towards her. He bows towards Deme. This is amazing.
I mean, it just goes to prove he's a cuck.
He's French, so I'm not surprised. Holy shit!
This is masterclass with Tom, because I guarantee his girlfriend looking on this, and this is probably last minute too.
Oh, I definitely think it was last minute.
Well, you know, the first screenshot he shows up of Mujin's channel shows
her video.
May.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Tom knows what he's doing.
Tom knows. There's a reason why commentary rise to where it was for like the longest time, and why Tom is kind of like perched above everyone else on top of that list.
No, yeah.
And it's because of shit like this.
It's because of shit like this. I
wonder if he's making a fucking video on that too. I wonder.
I know somebody I could ask. Damn it, character sounds based. I wonder what she's up to now. You're funny, Chad. Let's continue.
And Saikuno had clouded his judgment. 4 days after the video's release, Mujin made a new post to address things. And even then, he didn't show much self-reflection. The truth is, Saikuno's serial cheating and manipulation was only the tip of the iceberg. And I was hoping the video would encourage the many others who have stayed quiet for years.
See, when I read this, I was just like, dude, Mujin, shut up. This man can literally, like, this man will roast you like a fucking frog. Like, because this almost kind of like implies that he's saying that Saikuno has committed like actual crimes, and like that's not a thing that you want to do. When was this video released? Today was this video released. That's why I think this is so amazing. It's like less than 10 hours old. Oh, fucking hell.
To finally find the courage to talk about their experiences. Unfortunately, with the current state of affairs, that doesn't seem like it will happen anymore, even if they were to somehow fit the image of a perfect victim. And I hope that his ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, can find the peace that she deserves. He turned off the replies on this tweet, most likely because he wanted to minimize the criticism coming towards his response. The most ironic part is him saying the girls would be vindicated if some hypothetical victims of Saikuno came forward with their damning evidence on him. Literally dozens
Spoiler
of girls spoke
alert
out about their experience with Saikuno. And
Spoiler alert, a lot more women came out, and all of them were laughed out. All of them, including this one especially.
Not one of them could produce an instance of him doing something illegal or something that would warrant the title of predator. Instead, the consistent story was that he was very forward, led them on, and didn't say he had a girlfriend. Anything more than that was Mujin using his imagination. It gets worse when he uses the situation to brag about his view count and once again act as a virtuous savior. I'll
that's
continue
definitely what
making
you
videos
should be
that
doing.
millions of people enjoy, and when prompted, I'll strive to do the right thing, even if it's not trendy, because that's
Tom, if you read this, please make a video on Dean. It would be absolute cinema for the VTuber community.
Oh, please
You can
do.
even take shots at chibi reviews.
No, I'm thinking he'd be making a video on Mujin.
Mujin needs to like do more first. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mujin is slowly cementing himself into the locale sphere. I think Mujin is definitely among like a future topic. I don't think he's quite there just yet. He would be for a small drama shitter like myself, but like not for a Turkey Tom. Personal opinion though.
He's laying into him pretty good.
I mean, like, this video is kind of like half about Mujin now that I think about it, so you know. Sorry, chat, I'm like shaving a 3D print that was finished yesterday that like has a bunch of stuff I need to like clean up before it's done.
Just how I was raised, and it's simply who I am. That will never change, no matter how many vultures try to desperately farm my name.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Despite the backlash at the accusers, another girl came out against Saikuno, a Twitch streamer named Leia. She begins by admitting to having asked Saikuno if he was going to EVO Las Vegas, and then asking him for a hotel room recommendation.
Spoiler alert, another woman saying that she approached him first. Am I shocked by this? No.
Complaining that they were too expensive. She kind of tries to act as if this wasn't her trying to share a room with him during her stay, but it's extremely obvious that that's what this was. So much so that when he proposed the idea of sharing a room, she accepted the offer.
And I, at first, was not against it. I was like, are you sure? Like, no, I don't want to intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this. Like, I was insistent on being like, oh, no, it's fine. He said, no, like, I have extra room. I already paid for it. And he said, no, but there's
Foids,
so,
man.
like, you'll get your own bed. You know, like,
Once there, they watch a movie together, at which point he made a move on her, and although she grits her teeth and drags her feet to not admit that she reciprocated, that's exactly what she did.
I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating.
A few moments later.
I just gave him...
Foids, man. Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate humans like this.
Oral. I didn't mean to have sex with him. I was just gonna jerk him off. That's
I honestly don't...
Yeah, that's how I would respond too.
know why she's doing the flustered and teary voice when immediately after this, she admits to having intercourse with him the next morning. One detail about this whole thing that became a big meme was that, according to her, when he was about to finish, he asked her if he could do it inside of her, to which she agreed, although she claims she didn't really hear what he said because she's hard of hearing. Only after he had finished did she ask him about his relationship status, and then tell him that she doesn't do one-night stands, despite the entire point of this video being her describing a guy that she met up with in real life for the first time and had one-night stand with him.
I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a moral of mine.
I just gave him oral. And he finished inside of me.
I fucking love Tom so much. This is amazing. No homo, obviously, but this is amazing.
Masterclass.
Yeah. These are amazing.
Side of me, and then that was it. And then oral.
I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, I just...
Saikuno, being Saikuno, gave her a very half-assed answer and then lied to her about not being in a relationship, which she spins as her being blindsided, although I should note that she only asked these questions after they had been intimate twice, and even long after the fact, she still wanted to be his friend. You just need to take one look at the comments to see how people felt about her testimony.
Yeah. No, yeah. Everybody's saying like, oh, you're consenting. You're consenting. And someone says you did it twice. Like, yeah, doing oral and then going for regular sex. You had sex with him twice. And now you're upset later down the line.
With a nothing burger story like this, it would honestly have been better if she said nothing at all, because attracting attention to herself only made people even more skeptical of the accusers at large.
Yeah.
One guy named Tenpo even gave his personal account of how he, Leia, and a few other content creators lived together at a house. He claims that during this time, Leia was obsessed with a former...
This is crazy, by the way. So this woman apparently has her own, like, skeletons, which is very hilarious.
Her boyfriend of hers who paid for her lifestyle.
My stream's been going for a while. It's almost been 4 hours. I don't feel like that's an impressive time. I appreciate the compliment, but like, I would say after 6 hours, it's impressively long. Regardless, though, I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying.
Trying to get him back.
Like, if you have not liked already, chat, get the stream to 100 likes tonight. Very much appreciated. We only need 18 more likes to get to 100.
back for months after he had left. When that didn't work out and the lease for the place that Tenpo was sharing with her ended, she pushed the blame onto him and allegedly started spreading rumors about everyone involved. According to Tenpo, Leia was just doing the same pattern of behavior again, and Sykkuno was just a convenient target. Given this is just what he says, we don't know how true it is, but the fact people were willing to believe it shows how little credence people were giving the accusers by this point in time. And it wasn't just drama channels talking about this. Obviously, a lot of Sykkuno's collaborators from his heyday had heard about everything. For example, Valkyrae made a vague tweet about it saying disappointing before elaborating on stream saying that she had talked to Sykkuno about everything.
He knows that I was.
Don't forget, Valkyrae is the alleged former girlfriend of Hassan Piker. So I don't trust a damn thing that this woman says or does. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gonna mention it today, and he told me everything, and I am disappointed, as I have been with a lot of my friends in the past. And
someone else who pitched in was Pokimane, who posted a video of her putting makeup on with a very despondent look on her face.
Again, when it comes to Pokimane, nobody gives a shit about her opinions either.
Captioned how it sounds to feel disappointed, but no longer surprised. This obviously contributed nothing. She also talked about it a bit more on stream, but that time it didn't go unpunished, as fellow streamer XQC reacted, questioning her view.
I think what I really want to say is I am just so sorry for all the hurt that's been caused to the victims, to our communities. I feel like
The what? The what?
Everyone's hurt and shock and confusion. And
Dude, XQC might become the next Asmongold. No, I am mostly joking when I say that, but XQC slowly is just like injecting himself more and more. And when I can actually understand his Canadian French ass, he kind of sometimes says some things that I agree with, which is kind of crazy. I'm agreeing with a French person, chat. That's unfortunate. Maybe the end of the world is coming.
I'm right there with you.
Now, I asked last time, I'll ask again. I don't mean this to be drama at all. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not even mad at Pokey. Now, please be vocal that who are the victims and what are they a victim of?
As pointed out by X, it wasn't ever 100% confirmed that Sykkuno's girlfriend was in agreement with how Mao and the other girl's claims were handled in the Google Doc and the Mujin video, as she hadn't publicly spoken about it to say how she felt. This is actually an astute observation from XQC, and it became extremely relevant on the 16th of April when Sykkuno and his girlfriend put out a statement together. He apologizes for disappointing the people who liked him and admits to having lied about being single and serially cheating on his girlfriend. The only hang-up he expresses is that all of this stuff becoming public made it harder for him to make amends with his girlfriend. Additionally, he points out that there have been false accusations against him, which we can safely assume is in reference to anybody calling him a predator. He announces that he'll be taking a break from streaming, and then his girlfriend shares her side. No matter how broken I am, I never wanted this to be public. It deeply hurts me that I wasn't given a choice in that, or even just warned that this would be happening at all. I didn't want this.
I think that's the thing that, again, I think some people will gloss over is the girlfriend is the real only victim in this. The only victim. There are obviously... Oh, wow. Did nobody join? Okay, yeah, nobody joined. I'm not going to do this. The girlfriend is the only victim in this situation. There's obviously a lot of other individuals that, like, were hurt, but the girlfriend is the only victim because she was the one that was cheated on. The other women are not victims. Just, like, hands down. None of them are victims. All right? Period.
Well,
some of them aided it.
She is a victim of multiple circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Not only she was a victim of Sykkuno, she was also a victim of Mao and Mujin and the rest of them.
Yep.
Basically,
they were aggressing on her.
Yeah. Anyone trying to jump in, trying to lay claim to this victim pie that was being shared around the whole deal was negatively affecting her.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Shows how little they cared about the girlfriend. Well, no, because they cared about themselves. All the girls were just upset that they weren't the queen of the harem. What's funny is Catalyst asked me about some harem anime. Just literally literally read the entire Sykkuno situation. That's like an entire season of anime right there for you. Is the Sykkuno situation. It's a whole harem anime. All right? Every single episode could be a different one of these women put into the anime. And by the end, the end of season 1 is going to be the cancellation attempt, with the I'm going to leave the internet as the ending of the final episode.
Yeah,
it would have made a great one season hit.
Yeah, and this whole deal is I'm still just baffled on why Mujin would inject himself out there like this and lay claim that it's for the victim of the girlfriend, the girlfriend's a victim and stuff like that. Never once fucking asked anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
To him.
Never did.
reached out. Never reached out. Never attempted to reach out.
Pretty much.
And you would go, well, she's not a public figure and stuff like that. Cool. Then don't fucking talk about it.
Yeah, it's not your story to give, honestly. Like, legitimately, the one who should make something off of it is the girlfriend if she really wants to. None of these girls had the right to do so, in my personal opinion. And the fact that the girlfriend was like, we're going to work on this together, tells me that, like, they doubly didn't have a good reason to do this. It's just kind of disgusting, in my personal opinion. I already have 2 of these. Fuck.
Now, I do know, I will say this, and this is a little bit of my theory. I do think that the girlfriend probably was going to dump his ass.
Maybe.
But I think that little video that Mel did, I bet anything he was able to spin around going, yeah, you know, you see these people, they're just manipulating, and this is what they want.
Yeah, I could see that. I could 100% see that.
Navigation has been updated with new invasions.
Not saying as a fact, that's just my opinion of it, so before anyone starts stringing me up by my toes.
Even after the fact, I wish they would have at least checked in on me or asked me how I felt about everything, but I haven't heard anything from the people involved since this all came out. I understand that others were hurt too, but I don't believe my feelings were considered in this situation at all. Having my worst fears become my reality, then put on full display and used for profit for everyone to see is absolutely mortifying. It truly feels like a nightmare. Prior to all of this becoming public, we were already making changes to improve our relationship, and while I could have chosen to leave, I ultimately made the decision to stay, with the hopes of repairing our relationship together. This claim from Sykkuno's girlfriend that they were already taking steps to fix their relationship without turning it into a public issue had actually been confirmed by Mal herself, who, for reasons I cannot comprehend, had posted screenshots of her messages with Sykkuno from a—
That makes Mal look like a cunt. Alright? Mal is a fucking horrible human being. Absolutely disgusting human being. She knew that they were working on their relationship. She knew that they were going to try and fix it, and she decided to do this. She knew. Is absolutely fucking disgusting. I legitimately, this woman is disgusting. Disgusting.
A week prior to releasing the document, where he is clearly breaking up with her and saying that they just have to be friends, and she was not taking it well. It seemed that Mal had no intentions of protecting Sykkuno's girlfriend. She wanted him to leave his girl and start dating Mal officially, and it's likely this motivation led to the creation of her doc. The other girl involved, Elfie, has ironically been accused—
Is that her actual picture?
I think it is. She does have an OnlyFans, so it's not like her face isn't out there.
Well, I've never seen her actual picture until this document, this video.
Yeah.
of doing the same exact thing Sykkuno did, as she was supposedly entertaining him in messages while she was officially dating someone else. All of this is a testament to how goofy this whole saga was by everyone involved. Despite doubling down over the days since the video's release, now that Sykkuno's girlfriend had responded, Mujin was feeling the pressure tenfold. So he put out a new video addressing the developments, wherein he finally recants his use of the word predator.
Before using it, I even made sure to double check its definition in multiple dictionaries. I'd find out quickly afterwards, though, that for many people, that word is only—
By the way, I do not believe that he just found that out. Mujin is in enough of the online sphere. He is a liar right now. He is absolutely fucking lying, and he is just hoping that he can salvage his relationship. Thank you.
Mal was a wannabe homewrecker who got pissed that she couldn't be the main girl and decided to burn Sykkuno and his GF in any way she could.
Yep.
Pretty much. Good night. Good night. You have a good night.
Reserved to describe pet or sexual predators. It made it seem like a hit piece, exaggerating things, and it also made it seem like Sykkuno had committed very serious crimes, enough to land him in a high-security prison or something, when that clearly wasn't the case.
He also acknowledges that the video was rushed and biased towards Mal.
Oh, it's another view of his channel. Look who's right there, chat. The Deme video. I love Turkey Tom so much.
with whom he spoke directly and was partial to from the get-go. And she then apologized to Saikuno's girlfriend for accidentally leaking her identity. At the same time, parts of the video feel pretty backhanded, especially when Mujin tries to express sympathy for her.
Listen, I can't imagine what she's been through in just these last few weeks. Finding out that your boyfriend has been cheating on you for years, that he slept with someone as recently as December 2025 behind your back, and that he was still trying to arrange a meetup with someone else as you were already trying to fix your relationship after what had happened in December. I mean, seriously, it's just insane. The fact that this went public is unfortunate.
This is bitterly ironic considering that Mujin is the main guy who exploded.
Yeah, Mujin, it's fucking unfortunate that you contributed to that fucking piece of shit. Oh, it's unfortunate. Why do you think it is unfortunate? Oh, you're the one who helped out. I just hate chat.
This document in the first place, and arguably the main reason the drama got as big as it did. The argument could be made that Saikuno's girlfriend never would have found out if not for the document or the video, but we know that's not true because Mal and Alfie talked to her before the document went up and explained the situation already. This once again makes it clear that for all parties involved in making this public, the intention was humiliation and drama farming, not justice. I'd argue the only people who were actually honest about their intentions from the start was everyone posting memes about the situation, and there were a lot of them.
My XP bar is low. Brother, what does that even mean?
Yes, I did cheat on all 6 of those women, or was it 8? Yeah, I'm such a baka.
Like, I don't know if you guys realize how much emotion you actually need for your side piece to be like, oh, you're a terrible person for cheating on your girlfriend, by the way, but if you still want me, you can have me. Like, this guy was so deep in his bag!
Easily the funniest trend born out of this whole thing was voice actors reading it as popular characters. The first obvious comparison was Light from Death Note, and this guy did a pretty good job.
Yeah, some of these were really good. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The Light one was alright, but I liked I liked the one that comes literally right after this.
I'll link it below. But the most viral came from the English voice actor for a My Hero Academia character.
I was unfaithful. And I own and fully admit that. I lied to people and told them I was single, which I know is not right.
With the original situation between Mal, Alfie, and Saikuno and his girlfriend being put to rest, attention turned to some of the parallel stories that had been brewing about Saikuno's past misdeeds. A day after the document and video came out, someone made a huge dump thread on how Saikuno had already been exposed for the same stuff years prior. According to this post, Saikuno's ex, Lena, who dated him from 2015 to 2019, had spoken at length about how Saikuno was behind the scenes. He's pretty fake and pretty toxic, but he's decently good at acting like he's clueless and harmless, and most people choose to believe him. When I broke up for good, it was because I found he was telling other girls, specifically his fangirls from his stream, that he was single when he clearly wasn't. My friends tried their best to be his friend, inviting him to do stuff, play games, etc., but he would always ignore them and then complain to me over and over about how he has 0 friends. He never tried to make friends with them because all my friends are pretty normal people. We aren't popular, we aren't streamers. He has nothing to gain, so I guess he just doesn't care. I have no real plans to expose him because he hasn't done any.
I do believe that, by the way, that he only wanted to make friends with big people. He only really hung around big people to begin with, so I could see that he doesn't feel the need to make relationships with people unless they're big, which is, you know, I can definitely get on somebody for doing that. That's a very depressing thing, only hanging out with people that are like that. See, chat, I like to give random people chances, but then they end up being absolutely insane individuals, and I can't do that. So, you know, I just don't make a lot of friends.
A lot of these female VTubers are coming out and saying this stuff. Oh my god, he didn't say anything, Are the same ones that were accused, oh yeah, no, these female VTubers don't say that they have a boyfriend because, you know, that's how they make the money.
Yeah.
They're the same ones.
Pretty much. Oh, goodness. It's like Deku saying the lines. I know, that's what makes it great.
Anything extreme, I figure he'll just dig his own grave eventually. This paints a much more compelling image of Saikuno than anything we've gone over so far. She describes Saikuno as something of a ruthless social climber who isn't really loyal to anyone and doesn't have friends as much as he has relationships with people that he can get something out of. She claims that the one exception is the streamer who got him started in the first place, Lily Pichu. Not because he doesn't get something out of that relationship, but according to Lena, he has some kind of love-hate obsession with her where he'll speak ill of her but then obsessively check her social media. The thing she brings up as an example is the fact that, as has been widely documented, when Saikuno first met Lily all the way back in 2013, he gave her a bouquet of flowers, which is something Lena says she didn't get from Saikuno even after they started dating. It's hard to say what exactly is going on there, but maybe the guy has some conflicted feelings. There are also some other accounts from girls that I think are worth going over. Saikuno disrespected my physical boundaries and clearly has a disregard for consent in general. He's one of the most powerful men in streaming, and to use that power to take advantage of women who thought they could trust him. I was still a teenager when he targeted me. This goes beyond cheating to a claim that he assaulted someone who was a minor. But as for direct evidence, none was given. This was posted on Reddit, where we find this comment. As someone who's a regular in Suko's chat, she talked about this in last night's stream before she tweeted. She said she was 18 when Saikuno made a move on her, and that she and Saikuno had been friends for a year at that point, and that up to that point, she'd always believed things were entirely platonic between them. While as her viewer, I admit I may be biased, if she intended her tweet to be taken another way, I don't think she would have mentioned the particulars of her age on stream yesterday. I've looked through a few sources, and I can't find the VOD where she talks about this, but I assume no more evidence was presented for this specific claim, so that's as far as it can really go. A similar story was told by Icy Lynn Winter, who released her own document after Psych's statement. They apparently met online when she was 17 and he was 28, but she states that nothing blatantly explicit happened in the time period she was underage. Most of their conversations are just more of the cringy anime style talking, although some of it does veer into weird territory, with him telling her that shorter hair is nicer for hugs and complimenting her hair. After years of online friendship, she says that more recently he made advances towards her. So given she was 17 in 2020, she would be about 23 in modern day when the advances happened. When she finally started to get suspicious that maybe Saikuno was doing the same thing he did to her to a bunch of girls, she confided
You monster, she was a 19-year-old teenager. Oh no.
and her friend about what she was thinking. I point blank asked him if he had a harem or was doing this with other girls and said I wouldn't mind if that's the case. I just wanted to know so I knew what I was getting into. Was it a case of I'm just easy release? I thought I was special. What, was he gonna juggle us on different days? The answer to that question was yes. He did do that. As the attention around the story died down, Mal and Alphelia stopped talking about it, and Mujin moved on to other projects. Finally, on June 3rd of 2026, Saikuno officially returned. He opens his stream by saying that he had been consistently working on improving himself and his relationship, and that if things hadn't gotten better, he wouldn't even have come back to streaming.
Yeah, thank you guys is all I can say. And also, of course, thank you to all my friends, are still supporting me. I don't know if I would have done quite as well if I didn't have such supportive friends who really want the best for me.
Although he keeps his chat in sub-only mode to prevent heavy trolling, his regular viewers seem pretty receptive. Someone who wasn't very receptive is Pokimane, who spoke out about him once again.
I saw Saikuno's back after a month. I've spent longer getting over situationships. I'm not.
Dude, I
It's been more than a month.
Hate.
He said 3 sentences, few week vacation. I'm good.
But just like last time, she was unceremoniously put out to pasture by DJ Toenail.
Okay, it's performative.
I think Pokimane refrains from being actually specific about Saikuno's situation.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Because she just doesn't have much to say about it. Because of how these claims were blown out of proportion by the first two girls and Mujin, most legitimate criticisms against Saikuno for being the male manipulator final boss were thrown to the wayside, because so many people felt the need to push back against the tide of stupidity surrounding it. Saikuno himself had already lost a lot of his viewership before the drama broke out.
I think that's something that's worth noting is Saikuno literally is a low 4 view streamer now. He was a high 5 view streamer. Now he's a very low 4 view streamer. And that's just kind of what happens, people got really big during COVID, and then if they didn't maintain it, they fell right off. And there's really nothing wrong with, if you're a 4 view streamer, that's absolutely fucking amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. But, that's just what happens eventually. This 304, dude, don't worry about Pokimane. She's turning 30, and as far as we know, she doesn't have a boyfriend that's putting a baby inside of her. So you don't even need to worry about her, because she's just going to be a whiny foid forever. A whiny foid forever.
And for any guys who feel like they need to, run.
Yeah, run. It's like Bao said, don't walk, run.
Yeah, the only person who gets that is it's a Gundam. That's it.
Exactly. Gets a Gundam, deserves his girl.
His average was down from its peak of 50,000 to about 2,000 per stream. Instead of this fall off being a result of any big event, it was just the natural life cycle of his career. The Shy Anime Boy act only worked during a specific time period, when a ton of teenagers were stuck inside with nothing to do but watch other people play games together.
Wait, you're actually so much braver than I thought.
Only because you're here.
Once they grew up, they moved on, leaving only the most loyal fans left. And this drama seems to have done very little in moving them from their place in his chat. The one thing it did affect was his relationships with other creators. Pokemon's statement, as much as you can criticize it for being nothing, is a sentiment also shared by the members of Offline TV.
Very true.
People who collabed with Sykkuno regularly and were blindsided by the document's release.
This is a guy that I thought I knew well, and I've known this guy for a long time, and I'm just like learning completely brand new things about him. He didn't break any laws, technically, you know, like he's not a lawbreaker. He's not.
Technically, Broski, he didn't break laws, period. I don't know what you're talking about. He just didn't break laws. I hate it when people are like, oh, he didn't technically do anything. Dude, he just didn't do anything. Why are you saying it like that? He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything like that. But he did exhibit a pattern of behavior that is very upsetting and concerning.
Like, he didn't have to tell me that he had a girlfriend. I wasn't upset that it's like, oh, you never told us. I think it's more the deception part of it, though, where you're acting fully like you're single and we wouldn't say anything because we thought you were, so that you can just do this stuff.
Regardless of how the Offline TV audience, Sykkuno's audience, my audience, or Mujin's audience, or anyone's audience feels about the severity of what Sykkuno did, he did break the trust of many of his former collaborators, and I doubt they're going to be around him again. Although maybe in the future he'll see a second wave of popularity, and hopefully if he does get that, he doesn't make the same mistakes. I've been Turkey Tom, thanks for watching, and until next time, thank you guys for watching.
All right, that's the video. It's a good video. Really good video. I recommend people should watch it on their own if they want to without my commentary. But it's a good video. What did you think?
I liked it. I think Tom needed to drag his nuts over Mujin's face a bit more, but
He did a good job, in my personal opinion. Gundam got the ex-wife treatment before getting married. True. True. But yeah, I think it was a good video. I think Mujin totally felt it. I think all these women totally felt it. I don't think a lot of people know this, by the way, but the Himona girl, she's an OnlyFans whore. She's an OF girl.
Shocker.
I'm just like, am I surprised? No, I am not. I am not surprised whatsoever by that. So,
I'm not.
You know, I'm not surprised in the least bit. I am not surprised, chat. So, yeah. Why were Bush and Obama his screensaver? I don't know. I don't know.
What was the other video that Tom... Didn't Tom just do a DSP video or something?
I don't know, honestly. I'm too tired to check now. It's getting late, and I'd like to go to bed soon. But, overall, good video. Good video. I do have one more thing, chat. One more thing I want to show tonight before we go to bed. Is pretty important. Pretty big. Pretty big. It's very high tier drama here, chat. So you guys know my friend Star. Something big is coming. Now she has a birthday coming up. Her birthday's tomorrow, but that's not why. That's not why I'm showing this here. Star has a big announcement for you guys that you need to pay attention to. All right. Big announcement tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So let's get a hint of what it's going to be. Soon, very soon. Super duper soon. Chat, something big is happening soon. Oh man. What do you guys think it is? What do you guys think it is? It's something is happening soon. All right? Something is happening. New model? Who knows?
I have an idea, and the giveaway is the stupid rabbit they used.
You might know, you know, some people might be able to guess. Some people might be able to guess if they know what they know the bunny thing, but kind of like an inside
So
joke.
hang on, I'm gonna DM you and just tell me yes or no.
Okay, I can do that. Potentially. No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But you guys will find out tomorrow. Until then, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm surprised it's been just almost 4 hours now. Holy cow.
Getting old.
I'm tired. Ryan is streaming chat, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Ryan. We love Ryan in this house. Ryan's the wife, so make sure to go give Ryan some love here. Oh, he's streaming with
Be
Kendra.
nice to the gator.
Streaming with Kendra, it means something amazing is happening. Oh, he's like drawing. He's got gacha games on in the background. Oh, that's amazing. My wife is doing. He does not stream on Kick though, so you guys need to go. Oh, never mind. He is streaming on Kick, so I'm gonna send you guys on Kick as well. So I'm gonna send you guys all to Kick, all over there. All right. You guys have a good one. I will be back tomorrow, and we'll talk then.
Later.
I'll be back tomorrow, chat. You guys